Oh, hello! Welcome to the Bakagaijinshow. I'm your lovable rascal of a host, Siegfried, and with me, as always, is my interscholastic co-host, Kevin Faulkner.
Inner what? Okay, I understood the scholastic part.
Interscholastic, existing and/or carried between schools.
Hmm.
I'm assuming you went to more than one.
I definitely went to more than one. Yes.
Therefore, you are by definition interscholastic.
Yeah. Considering that I was constantly moving throughout
Mhm.
most of my life, and I'm still moving throughout most of my life.
Real nomad,
Yeah.
this one.
Go figure.
What'll be fucking crazy is that if you, in the future, when people are like transferring between like schools in space, they could be intergalactic, interscholastic.
Now we're getting to
That's
kids
fun.
next door territory there.
That's fun. That's fun. What I just said, those words. That was a fun arrangement of words.
Very complicated, very fun to say. Rolls off the tongue.
Yes, yes. This feels dead. I gotta get my music up. I forgot to do that.
You gotta get in the
not
mood,
chill.
buddy.
No, not Chill Hop Essentials Winter 2018 Lo-Fi Hip Hop Mix. Not that one. I want Miami Smells. Miami Mall.
Papaya
Miami
smells.
Miami Papaya Papaya Balm Chill Wave. Miami Palms a Chill Wave Mix. That's the one.
Okay.
Look, they pay me to talk. They pay me to talk lots, and they pay me to talk fast. They don't pay me to talk good. Look, good, quick, cheap. You gotta pick two.
God, so many different things in the world fit that like particular chart of like the triangle of
Yeah.
cheap, quick, and good. It's like pick two.
Yep. That's how it works.
It's like you can be quick and you can be quick and cheap, but it won't be good. You can be good and quick, but it won't be cheap. You can be like, jeez.
Describes a great many things. A great many things.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
What are you laughing at?
When developing Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Team USA staff were living in the San Francisco area. During this time, they were often given parking tickets by attendants that drove small three-wheeled cars. As revenge, these cars were added into the game for players to destroy.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Someone replied to Kazuyuki Hoshino, the director of Sonic Adventure 2. He's like, all caps are bastards, and he's like, A-cap, thanks for teaching me a new word.
He's growing too powerful, is what he is.
Yep. We here, despite their problems, despite their issues, we love and respect Sonic Team here.
They make games, I think.
We make games, I think. What the fuck is a Sonic?
Sometimes I feel like they're still trying to figure that out.
It feels like that sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like they get it. Other times it feels like they just kind of forget for a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Man, it has been 11 years since they made a good Sonic game.
Sonic Mania wasn't good?
No, that wasn't developed by Sonic Team.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah.
It has been 11 years since Sonic Generations, and I miss those days. Sonic's future seemed so bright.
I hear Sonic Unleashed is good if you can actually get it to run well.
Yeah, unfortunately, that came before Generations.
No, it's all blurred. I mean, appropriately, it's all a blur to me.
Yeah, it went Unleashed, Colors, and then Generations, and then Lost World happened.
We talk about Lost World?
We talk about Lost World, but mostly in regards to how fucking weird it was.
Oh,
it's like, wow, these are some interesting ideas. Too bad they don't work.
I heard weren't the Boom games on 3DS alright? Those weren't made by them, were
No,
they?
those were made by Sanzaru Games.
Sanzaru Games. Sanzaru.
Yep.
Like the monkey.
Funny monkey.
Yeah. Now they make they're stuck making VR games for Facebook. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Meta. It's Meta.
It's meta now. It's meta now.
What a trajectory. And by trajectory, I mean you fell into the toilet. I'm sad about that. They had such potential.
They could have been stars.
In the words of Adele, we could have had it all.
Hmm.
Ooh. I don't like Adele very much.
I am indifferent towards Adele.
Mm-hmm. I
don't
like Adele very much.
I think Adele is the person who sang Skyfall. That's like the only song that I care about.
Oh, from Jimmy Bond.
From Jimmy Bond, he is.
Yeah. Is he related to Jimmy Dean, the guy who makes the excellent sausages?
No, I don't think he is. I think that's a coincidence.
No. Jimmy Dean sausages are better than they have any right to be.
They're pretty damn good, actually. For frozen aisle sausages, they're pretty good.
Yeah. There's two like sausage. I get like ground sausage in like the tubes.
Yeah.
I think my two favorites are Jimmy Dean's and the Bob Evans brand.
Yeah.
Both men with two first names.
Oddly enough, yes.
There's something to this. Someone needs to put some serious scientific inquiry into this. But not me. I'm busy. I don't figure things out, Kevin. I just sit around and wait for other people to figure things out, and then I lambast them for it when I don't.
Yeah,
like the
you're busy
results.
with writing and podcasting.
It's true. It's true. I'm a fucking more content conveyor belt of content.
Struth.
Struth. I finished Thai actually.
Did you?
Yes, I did not realize how close I was to the end when I took my break from it.
Just turn it on for 40 minutes and then you're done.
Yeah, I probably could have beaten Thai before I beat Sly. Speaking of beating Sly, you beat Sly in Thai, which is funny.
Do you?
Not the same. Not the same
Sly. Yeah.
Different Sly. No, it's like Sly. It's like Thai's, like dark, rival. He's like, so Ty the Tasmanian tiger has like his own Shadow the Hedgehog in the form of Sly, and
Ty the Tasmanian tiger has his own Shadow the Hedgehog. I want you to realize how utterly bonkers ass absurd that sounds.
Yeah, well, you can tell he's the bad one because his fur is slightly darker and his pants have skulls on them.
We're going the Sid from Toy Story route of showcasing how evil you are.
Well, he actually has the world's fastest fucking redemption arc.
Does he?
Which is hilarious. Oh yeah, it's crazy. Even Nitro Rad made fun of it because basically you fight him one time in one level, which is actually a fun level because it's a level where a liar bird tells you to do something and you have to keep doing the opposite of whatever he tells you.
Yeah.
And the guy voicing him does like a Gilbert Gottfried impression. Follow me and do exactly as I say.
Like clearly trying to channel Iago from Aladdin.
Yeah. You fight him one time in a boss fight, and then he doesn't show up again until the end of the game. In a cutscene, he runs at Ty in like a bridge, and Ty like effortlessly fucking like flings a boomerang at him and knocks him off the bridge. But he catches him at the last moment. He's like, "What are you doing? I'm giving you a hand, mate." And then he just runs off. And then like in the final boss battle, which mind you is like half a level later.
Yeah.
He like shows up at the end when Ty's fighting Boss Cass's giant robot, and he's like, Boss Cass is like, "What are you doing, Sly? I'm giving him a hand, mate." And it's like this all happens.
That is
in the
actually
span of, like,
pretty
10
cool.
minutes. This all happens in the span of like 10 minutes.
Wow.
And he gives you the doomerang. The doomerang.
That is so perfect.
Yeah, the last part of the boss fight is like navigating you know how like in Arkham Asylum, it's basically the same exact thing as the like remote controlled batarangs in Arkham Asylum or whatever.
Yeah.
Where you have to like fly it through tunnels to get to the core or whatever. That's like the last stretch of the thing. So yeah, I beat the Tasmanian Devil. HD D D D D. I'll probably pick up Tai 2 when it's on sale again.
Yeah. I've been going very slowly through Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and that's mostly just because I keep forgetting to play it.
Look, you got a very busy schedule of...
I'm watching Zoids.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Zoids is a long show, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm actually doing other stuff on...
It's a chaotic century. A lot happens in a century, particularly when it's chaotic.
I don't think it happens. It doesn't happen across like the span of a century. It just happens in a chaotic century. The chaotic part of a century.
This is false advertising at its finest.
I wouldn't say false, more so just ever so slightly misleading.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't make the show bad. Actually, I'm like 12 episodes in. It is actually astounding how well Zoids actually holds up, considering this is like an early Digipaint show from 1999.
Yeah.
Interestingly, a Xebec anime from the same director as the Mega Man NT Warrior anime, which was also a Xebec anime.
Yeah, they used to make anime. Crazy.
They used to exist.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Chaotic Century is really good, actually. It does take a few episodes to get moving. The first like 4 episodes are not terribly interesting, and that's because the main reason why it takes a while to get going is because the full cast and their dynamics don't actually show up until episode 5. Because you're introduced to the main character Van at first, and he's like the only character you get to follow for a whole episode.
Sure.
And Van is fun, don't get me wrong. He's the main character, he has to be.
Sure.
But he works best off of everybody else in the main cast. Then we're introduced to Fiona, which, you know, main female character, main love interest. They're going to get together later on. That's not a spoiler. I think you can figure that out from episode 2.
How fucking dare you spoil that for me, Kevin?
Look, it's one of those things that's, like, kind of obvious if you, like... It's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious.
Not to my deconstructionary brain, it's not.
True. But yeah,
I would have been expecting a curveball, and the curveball would have been that there was no curveball, and now you've ruined it for me.
But yeah, and then in episode 3 we get introduced to the character of Irvine, who is like this kind of rough mercenary type character who
hey, that's where Blizzard works.
Irvine?
Irvine, California, yeah.
Yeah. Interestingly, so like episode 3 is where we're introduced to Irvine. Episode 4 is where we're also introduced to Irvine. He has like 2 focus episodes before we get to Moonbay.
Sure.
But then episode 5 comes in, Moonbay becomes part of the main cast, and she is like 50% sass per volume. And... Yeah. And it's at that point the main character dynamics actually fall into place and the show becomes pretty fun to watch. It's also where we begin to learn, you know, more of the politics of the world. Basically, imagine Mobile Suit Gundam in a post-apocalyptic world, and all of the mecha are shaped like animals and dinosaurs.
Right.
It's awesome. And also there's like this mythical myth arc going on at the same time about like what is Zoid Eve? Why does Fiona need to go there? Where did Fiona come from? Where did the organoid? So what are the organoids? So like there are Zoids and organoids. Zoids are like the big pilotable mecha, and organoids are tinier mecha that go into the bigger mecha to power them up.
Mini-cons.
Okay, but like it's not like a Pokemon thing where it's like we gotta catch all the organoids. It's like there's one organoid.
Yeah, but that's not what I meant. I meant it functions like the minicons.
So in the Japanese version, he's called Sieg. You know, like Sieg Heil.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like random German in the Japanese version, and I don't know why.
Oh, I'm well acquainted with stories with random German.
Yeah, there's just
We
like
did an episode. We did an episode about one.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
But yeah, there's like a lot of like random German in the Japanese version of Zoids, and I don't know why, but I'm guessing because they didn't want to draw a line between Robot Dinosaur and Hitler.
Right.
They slightly changed his name in the English dub. Do you know what they called him?
No.
They called him Zeke.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So, going back into the series, I am used to calling him Zeke, but I'm also used to calling you Zeke, so now it's like Zeke, but then I think of you and I'm like, no, the organoid.
Yeah. I mean, it's a slightly more logical progression than how Asakura to Zeke, so...
Yeah, that is weird. That is really
was
weird.
That was
Because like,
pretty fucking
Sieg
random.
and Zeke have, like, similar pronunciation, so I can see
Sure.
how you can, like... That's an interesting thing about the English dub, is that there are name changes, but a lot of them are just, like, either rearranging letters, substituting for very similar sounding words, or, like Sieg to Zeke, there's another mecha called Berserk Führer in the Japanese version.
Sure.
Who is Berserk Fury in the English dub. Fiona is actually called Fine in the Japanese version. I guess they went with Fiona because it sounded more natural to the English, like... Yeah, like...
Lexicon.
I guess so. But... Yeah, something I've actually found out is... So, the torrent that I downloaded actually does have the English dub.
Sure.
But it cuts the audio of the English dub around so that it fits the Japanese, the uncut Japanese footage.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like any scenes that were completely cut out of the English dub are, substituted with the Japanese version with subtitles.
Sure.
And having been watching the Japanese version and occasionally switching over to the English dub to see, like, how certain lines and scenes were handled in the dub, because it's been fucking forever since I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's been nearly 20 years since I've seen this show.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I have found out that for an English dub commissioned by a toy company to sell a toy line, it is actually a surprisingly accurate dub.
Yeah.
For like the early 2000s, because you see other anime that were being commissioned by toy companies to be dubbed into English for children, and a lot of them make these like really sweeping changes, like, oh, we gotta replace all the music, we gotta change all the character names, we gotta remove anything violent, anything dramatic, anything that could be considered, unsuitable for children. But like, the Zoids dub is actually like fairly straightforward comparative to most stuff happening at the time.
I thought you were watching it in Japanese.
I am, but I'm switching between like the English and Japanese audio to see like how certain scenes and moments are done in the dub. And so they keep all of the Japanese music with the exception of the opening theme, but like even then they kind of keep the opening theme because there's an instrumental version of the opening that plays during the episodes, and they keep that.
Weird.
They do. And, like, I do have my issues with the dub. Some characters don't really come off the same as they do in the Japanese version. Fiona's probably the most notable because in the Japanese version, she is an extreme fish out of water who does not understand any social cues and is very simplistically minded by design.
Yeah.
And the English dub tends to give her more verbose and flowery dialogue, which doesn't really fit her.
No.
So it makes her come off as a bit less disconnected from everybody else as she should be, which is the point.
Yeah.
So like that's one thing about the dub I'm not a huge fan of, but like the broad strokes of like the dialogue, the story, the way the episodes are like, you know, presented, most of it is accurate to the Japanese version, and it was interesting to find that out, because it was one of those shows where I'm like, oh, I'm sure they cut out a bunch of stuff and it's like a totally different experience in Japanese. Like, no, the dub's not terrible considering the time period it was made. And also considering that it was made by Blue Water Studios, which is the cheaper budget studio for Ocean Productions.
Might you call them the watered-down version?
Oh, you might. You might.
That's a pun one could make.
You could. And it would not be inaccurate.
Yep.
But yeah, Zoids is really good. Having a lot of fun going through that again. It ages surprisingly gracefully. I'm really enjoying my time rewatching it. It's a nice little nostalgia trip. It's nice going back to older shows you used to be a big fan of as a kid and finding out, no, I actually had good taste when I was younger.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did that recently, but I was like 20 when I saw Shauna the first time, so never mind.
That doesn't quite fit the same way, no. Though to be fair, that is, you know, a fair bit older. That's like 7-8 years ago, so...
No, yeah, it was. Yeah, the gap in time was. I'm just saying I was already like 19, 20 at the time, so not like when I was a kid.
Yeah. Zoids is actually when I was a kid. I was like, oh god, it was 2003. I was like, fucking 8 or 9.
9, yeah.
I was. Yeah, it was a while ago.
It's been a while.
I am nearly 30 now.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to remind everyone.
I'm reminding myself.
Yeah, but we're the same exact fucking age, so.
I know. I know. That was a side effect, and I didn't think about it before I said it.
Yeah. Do better.
Right. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It happens.
I'm a failure.
Yes, but we're gonna move on from that.
Okay. I have been also going through Symphogear G, which, again, Symphogear, really fun series. That series it is so goofy and so over the top and just so ridiculous, but it takes itself 100% seriously, and I love it. They literally have explanations like, the climax song, which is, you know, their ultimate attack, they figured out a way that it doesn't give so much of a strain on the user because the main character holds hands with the other users and it reduces the strain.
Yeah. What are we
literally, the power of friendship.
I was not paying attention. What were we talking about?
Symphogear.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Symphogear is like one of those series where the power of friendship is a literal power.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Yu-Gi-Oh! Does that sometimes.
Yeah, like the power of friendship, the power of music, the power of, you know, these ethereal concepts. It's like, no, it's an actual physical power.
Now you're reminding me of C, the power of soul and possibility control.
God.
Where credit card debt is the power of credit card debt.
But yeah, that is more or less what I've been doing. I was going to play the new Rune Factory.
Yes.
But
it runs like molasses uphill in winter.
It runs like butt.
It runs like Bessie, and Bessie don't run so good no more.
It runs like Bessie. Yes, okay, you know what? Yeah. Rune Factory 5 runs like Bessie.
Bessie for cows is like the spotter Fido for dogs.
It is,
but cows. Yeah.
But yeah, Rune Factory 5 don't run so hot on Switch. I'm hoping it gets a PC version.
Yeah.
because I want to play this game, but I don't want to play it at 25 FPS at best.
Yeah.
Mind you, that's 25 FPS at best. It gets worse.
Oh no, we're talking like GTA 4 on PS3 levels.
Yeah, we're talking about that. Yeah. It goes down.
We're not talking about this. We're not talking about this. We're talking about this.
Yeah, it gets down to like really low, like 18, 19 FPS. It's really bad. Which, in a game that is one half action RPG, is a bad thing.
I was gonna say if it was turn-based, you could maybe live with that. But
No. It is a real-time action RPG and also a farming simulator.
Oh,
See, the farming is fine. The farming, it's not a huge deal. I can deal with that during the farming. It's when I actually have to fight fucking monsters.
Yeah.
Then it's a problem.
That's a shame. We're entering pre-patch Deadly Premonition 2 levels.
Oh, no. This is still better than that. I will say that much. It is still better than that. That was like 10 FPS when you were outside. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Deadly Premonition 2 is a special kind of shit.
They kind of fixed it.
No, they fixed it up. They fixed it up. It runs a lot better now.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, Rune Factory 5, not a great experience, so I'm probably going to do something else instead. Maybe play Rune Factory 4. I don't know. It's cheaper.
You're doing the Kirby's.
I need to finish Kirby. I do. Probably going to do that tonight.
These are true statements. These are true facts.
I forgot to mention it last time, but I'm also watching the live-action Halo series, which Episode 2 is out, and I still need to watch that, but I saw Episode 1.
My prediction is you won't be watching it for long.
I have heard mixed things from reviewers who have seen more than is currently out.
Mixed is a good way to put it.
Look, it starts off good, it starts off solid, it starts off fine.
That is not what most people have told me, but okay.
No, like, Episode 1 is pretty good. I like Episode 1. Ugh.
Sure.
Now, Episode 1 has some issues. One character is grossly mischaracterized, and I don't know why there's a human with the Covenant. Why is there a human with the Covenant?
Mm-hmm.
Can someone explain? It'll probably get explained to me in Episode 2 or some fucking shit. I don't know.
Will it be a good explanation?
I don't know, but I do know one thing. Episode 2 has full frontal nudity.
Sure.
Which, it's a Showtime TV series. What do you expect?
Yeah. But it's also 3D women, so ew.
Ew, 3D women with their gross skin and sweat and
three dimensions. That's too many dimensions.
Ew, what the fuck, man? But yeah, I'm watching the Halo TV series, which I cannot tell you how weird it is that me and Saradin were actually like talking in voice chat the other night, and he was like booting up episode 1 to show it to somebody else.
His name is Saradin, except when it isn't.
Sometimes it's Jerar.
Yeah.
It's a special name given to him by a special person.
That's a very generous way to put it. Sure.
She's special to us.
Sure, but you're nothing to her.
You don't know that.
I know that. I know that intimately. On the top 10 list of things that I know to be true, that is, I don't know, probably number 10, maybe 9. I don't know.
My man,
I haven't ranked it in a while.
My man, after the 3D live, she went out of her way to make fun of Saradin's reaction to her 3D debut.
That's a great sign. She went out of her way to mock him.
No, it's like it was fun, like gentle, just like, yeah, this was kind of funny and cute, sort of thing. Like it was playful.
Look, sometimes when you get bullied on the sandbox, they don't secretly like you. They just want to bully you.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I know. Look, as the teacher in the corner, the woefully overworked and underpaid teacher on the bench, looking on at all these children, I understand. I deeply understand all of the relations that are happening before me.
Well, so I have been doing that but yeah, I was saying so, right. But yeah, like Saranen was trying to show episode 1, but he accidentally booted up episode 2, and it was really weird to hear the words previously on Halo, which I don't know why, that just sounded really weird to me. It's like, those aren't words that I ever thought I would hear.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's the exact inverse of previously on Alan Wake when playing Alan Wake.
Previously on Resident Evil Revelations. That happens. That happens in Resident Evil Revelations.
Is it like the normal guy? Is it like the Resident Evil guy?
No, it's done by like the various characters. One time it's done by like Jill Valentine, another time it's done by like Chris Redfield. Another time it's done by Albert Wesker.
That's a shame. They should have got the Resident Evil guy to do it.
No. His job is just to say Resident Evil Revelations or Resident Evil Biohazard.
Is it such a fucking crime to just add a next time on before that?
They actually do put a next time on Resident Evil Revelations at the end of every episode.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But is it such a crime for him to say those 3 words before the words that he says?
They really should have gotten him to do it, though. That would have been really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who is that guy?
I don't know, but he has the best voice.
I'm gonna look that up.
Like his voice is similar to like he's got the kind of voice that like you just want to hear narrate everything. Kind of like the Halo announcer or fucking Chris Tergliafera.
Let's see here.
For those who don't know, Chris Tergliafera is known for Gundam Tanaka and Ryoma Hoshi and Mohammed Avdol.
He also played Kilo's dad.
He did, and it was good.
Yep. This fucking page is not loading right.
Fuck.
Why is Fandom Wiki? Why are you like this?
I don't know, Fandom Wiki. Why are you like this?
It's a good question. Good question. These are the questions.
Important questions that someone needs to be asking.
Don't you hate when you when a page is loading and you scroll down to the bottom of the page, but then it gets stuck loading and you're stuck at the bottom where there's no useful information?
Oh, God, I fucking hate that. Pisses me off every time.
Okay, apparently his name is Ward E. Sexton.
Sex.
He is the narrator and voice actor in Resident Evil and Resident Evil 4. He is credited as the voice in the title call when the game's name is growled out when starting a new game.
Resident Evil.
Interestingly, they only note Resident Evil 1 and 4, so maybe it's someone else who does it in other places.
Maybe? That's weird. Because it happens in every game.
Yeah, maybe it's a different guy. We know nothing of. There's a picture of him, and he is male, and that's all we know about him.
What do we know about him? He is male.
His name is Ward E. Sexton, which does not sound like a real name.
It does not sound like a real name. It sounds like a stage
It sounds
name.
It sounds like a name in Death Note. We can all say it.
Ray Penber.
Ray Penber.
I was actually looking up like characters in Death Note the other day and just laughing at how ridiculous some of these fucking names are. Like, the Japanese names are fine. The Japanese names are perfectly fine. It's when you start to get to like Okay, Death Note characters. Here we go. It's when you start to get to the characters who are supposed to be like, foreign, American and European characters. That's when you get shit like, let's see here. What are some really good examples?
So apparently it's been different people most times.
Huh.
For a while, apparently it was a man named Hideyoko Machinima, who was a prolific voice artist that delved into seedy work, pimping, and drug dealing, and died in a Yakuza-related skirmish while in prison.
Jesus Christ! Wow!
I'm also being told that the signature Resident Evil is not in our version of 7, but it is in the Japanese version of 7.
That is weird. So
I
anyway,
don't know if that's true, but yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Death Note names such as Roger Ruby, Weedy, or Weddy,
Yeah.
Ray Penber, what's another good one? Those are Japanese names. Give me something good. Here. Anthony Rester. Hallie Lidner. Stefan Giovanni.
Hold on.
Jack
okay,
Nalon.
I'm getting close to solving this mystery.
Okay.
Apparently I am looking at a... Okay, maybe. I don't know if it's... It really does seem like it's been different people, because I'm looking at a 2002 interview with Joe White, the voice of Chris Redfield, and apparently that was him in the remake.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They just asked him to do it. He said, yeah, that's me. At the end of all the sessions, they asked me to do extra little lines, some little pickups that weren't actually Chris Redfield, that were just sort of in the game.
So, they just kind of get random people to do it every now and then? Wow.
Yeah, it is apparently not any one consistent person.
Huh. Interesting.
Apparently it's just, sometimes it's a voice actor from a character, sometimes it's someone from staff, sometimes it's apparently a Yakuza who died in prison.
Also, I have found the single most ridiculous Death Note name.
Yes.
Harmonia Justin Beyonder Mason.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's so glorious. But it's a bit far from our usual criteria of a Death Note name, where it sounds like it could almost be a real name, but isn't.
See,
that one's just ridiculous.
If you stop at Harmonia Justin, it sounds fine, but they add Beyonder Mason at the end of it, it just goes into ridiculous territory.
Yeah.
That is still like the best Death Note name, though.
Yeah. My other favorite genre of Japanese people giving English names is like every fucking light novel series that has like the one like blonde like fancy girl with like the braids or the ring hair or whatever. They always have the most ridiculous fucking like Victorian ass names.
Yeah.
And that's fun. That's fun.
It's amusing. It is very amusing.
Yeah. I forgot to mention an observation that came to me in vision several days ago. That when I was doing my whole spiel multiple times about all of the Shauna clones, I left out a few, and I left out a few because they were from less noteworthy shows and often worse shows. But bizarrely, they're actually closer to Shauna's actual temperament than a lot of the more popular clones.
Really now?
Yeah, because I was thinking about Claire from Blade Dance of the Elementalers.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about fucking Echo from Dragon Art Academy.
Oh, God.
Which, it seems like, it's so weird. It seems like there's an inverse where it's like, the closer a Shauna clone gets to Shauna's actual temperament, the worse the show is.
It's like, this is the one thing you're getting right and you're fucking up everything else.
Yeah.
Also, I'll have you know, you've been roboting pretty bad for a while now.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You're comprehensible. You are perfectly comprehensible. It's just you sound robotic.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
You sound comprehensible?
You are perfectly comprehensible. Oh, thank you. Thank you. As a guy who talks as a hobby, that's a good thing to hear.
What an absolutely beautiful sentiment.
Yeah.
It's just a thing.
That's a fun thing to tell people. What are some of your hobbies? Well, I talk recreationally.
That is a really fun way to put it, though.
We should start telling people that.
Yes, I talk recreation. Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't it sound great?
Nah, but like that reminds me of a thing where I watched this YouTube channel called Fact Fiend, and he was talking one time about how sometimes people recognize him on the street or when he's at a bar or something. And one time he tried to play it all cool when someone was like, "Hey, do I know you from somewhere?" And he tried to play it off cool, like, "Well, I do have a YouTube channel," and they're like, "No, we went to school, we went to college together," and he was like, "Well, I feel like a fucking asshole now."
Yeah.
Like, he was anticipating the usual response of, "Yeah, Fact Fiend," when in reality it's like, no, it's actually very mundane, and you're kind of a dick for assuming that I know you because you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like, that was very presumptuous of you, sir.
A little bit. That would be extra insulting if you didn't recognize someone from school. If you came from my school, where my graduating class was 8 people.
Oh God, imagine that. Goddamn.
That would be extra insulting.
It would be.
That was the graduating though. Like three people didn't graduate, so it was slightly larger. But still, I mean, in a crowd of 11 people, you should probably know everyone by name.
You probably should.
Probably, I would say.
You should at least know them by name, or at least by face.
Yeah. Names, faces, both things equally important to killing someone with the death note.
Very important, yes.
Yes. Unless you take the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we talking about Death Note so much in this episode?
I have no idea. I just brought up Death Note names, and that one guy's Beyonder Mason.
Oh, Beyonder Mason.
Still the funniest fucking thing, goddamn.
It's got like the same rhythmic cadence as Lederhosen.
A little bit.
Lederhosen. Beyonder Mason. Maybe they confuse English and German rhythms, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe haps.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Am I coming in clear yet?
I have no idea. You're mumbling.
Am I coming in clearer yet?
Nope.
Okay, well.
It's probably an internet problem.
It is almost assuredly an internet problem. In fact, 100% confidence in that regard, yes.
We'll fix it between segments, I think. Probably, maybe.
I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. It'll either fix itself or it won't.
I mean, you could, like, reset the router or something. Then again, you have other people in the house.
I gotta go all the way downstairs. It takes, like, fucking 10 minutes.
Wow, your router is downstairs?
Yes.
My router is upstairs.
Oh. I was gonna say, why wouldn't it be? The router is upstairs? That's weird.
Yeah, because I'm the one who uses it the most, and I'm upstairs.
See, that's too logical for my family. So, yeah, it's yeah. Well, see, like it used. I think it's just because like we don't have Ethernet ports like all over the fucking place.
Right.
So it's just where it is. They did move it out of the office and into like the living room.
Yeah.
When David moved in there, because nobody wants to. If people have to reset the router, nobody's gonna barge into someone's room. You know, because he lives there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That room is like 45% Monster Energy cans by volume. He consumes a dangerous quantity of caffeine.
Yeah, and you think I have a problem. Jeez.
You do have a problem, just not with caffeine.
What do I have a problem with?
You're drinking.
That is not as much of a problem as you're making it sound.
It's Wednesday night, I'm by myself, time to drink. Problem.
It's not a consistent thing.
Yeah, sometimes it's Thursday.
No. But man, I haven't had anything to drink in like 2 weeks.
You're telling me you've never drunk on a Thursday.
No, I've drunk on a Thursday before. I've drunk on a Friday before. I've had drinks all days of the week.
Think about how enthusiastically you answered that question.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
You may be right.
You are craving the bottle right now. Unless you drink out of cans. Do you drink out of cans?
I drink out of cans.
You cut out.
I drink out of cans. I drink out of cans.
Okay, you're craving the can. Okay, that sounds like you have to take a shit. So. You gotta start drinking out of bottles because that doesn't sound right.
Okay, you're not roboting anymore. Great!
Okay, you gotta start drinking out of bottles because craving the can doesn't sound right.
It sounds pretty bad.
It sounds so bad making it the title of this episode. Kevin is craving the can. Here we go.
That is horrendous.
Yeah, well, if you want something better, you gotta come up with something more ridiculous in the next 2 hours or whatever.
Fuck. Good luck, Kevin. You're gonna need it.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Oh, I choose to accept. I don't know if I can.
I mean, like, it's hard to fake it. You gotta, like, it just comes naturally. You know, I mean, it comes sporadically, like, organically.
Yeah, you can't force it. You can't force it.
You can't inject GMOs into this conversation. You get freak mutant strawberries that are 3 times larger than they are in nature. But so damn good.
So damn good. So juicy.
So damn. Damn. Just gotta. Boy, he thick. That's a thick ass strawberry.
Damn, boy, he thick. That's a thick ass boy. Damn.
Reminds me of that Tumblr post. I think it was that the tweet or a Tumblr post where it's like a medieval peasant from the 1500s could not handle the insane flavor power of a single Dorito.
I do remember that. Yes.
Probably not.
Probably not. I feel like he would probably go insane and try to kill himself.
Yeah, especially if you could not get that again. It reminds me of fucking. I forget the number, but it's an SCP about a book that causes you to dream the adventures you want or whatever, like dream of like a world you want. It like creates a story for you.
Yeah.
And there was one of the scientists that was investigating it was so enamored with the world he had created and the life he had in the book that like he spent like 150 years in there. He had like a wife and kids. He had like a whole thing, you know, like he had a whole other life, you know, in the dream created by the book. And he ends up, when he comes back to reality, he ends up killing himself. And the book itself is so upset that this happened that it just refuses to give anyone else dreams. Like it literally writes in the book, you know, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. It's actually a really touching SCP article, and like it actually, like one of the other scientists like consoles the book and gets it to open up again. It's actually a really it's actually one of my favorite articles because it's very emotional.
It sounds nice, actually,
and shockingly uplifting too. Man, Vulcan uploaded that one and like the Harbinger one. I'm not gonna explain that one, but like it's like okay, maybe I will. It's like a derelict spacecraft from like an ancient civilization that's running out of power, and like communes with like the team researching it, and like it like shares wisdom from like their lost civilization. It's another really emotional, uplifting one. He uploaded like readings of both of those like almost back to back, and that was a tough month. I'm just gonna like emotionally, that was a tough month. I don't even remember what the hell I brought that up for.
I don't fucking know.
It was in relation to something. I'm sure it made to the listener. It made sense.
Yeah, we go with the flow here.
Yeah, like a tampon ad.
Okay, no, you ruined it. You ruined it. You ruined it. Nope.
You left it wide open.
We're moving on. What are you doing? What have you been doing? What have you been doing last week? What have you been doing? Oh my god.
Kevin, you left it wide open, just like a tampon.
And I'm closing it. I am closing it so fucking hard right now.
Just like a tampon ad.
Shut up.
Wow, Kevin, you seem a little disturbed by this. Isn't this a natural thing?
Will you stop it?
I think Kevin has some deep-seated issues with expressions of femininity. Does period talk make you uncomfortable, Kevin?
Look. In certain contexts, no.
For a man who drinks as much coffee as you really are a child.
Oh, man. Speaking of,
children?
no! Coffee, goddammit!
Oh. Well, I don't like coffee, so my mind did not go to coffee.
You like children?
Better than coffee, sure.
Okay.
If you ask me what I'd rather be in a room with, yes, because coffee got that stank.
Children are louder than coffee, though.
But they don't. Okay, they stank. It's a different stank.
It's a different
It's
stank.
Yeah, I mean, the stank is highly variable, to be fair.
True.
Coffee, you know what you're getting, and it sucks. I don't like that coffee.
How the hell did you manage to save that? God damn.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So what have you been up to?
Well, not playing basketball, but I did play basketball in middle school, and everyone told me my recovery game was on fleek. I mean, they didn't say that because it was like 2006, and on fleek was not a phrase yet, but they said something similar.
There's a few years off from that, yeah.
I actually think... Actually, yes, my position was center, so I was recovery, yes. So you could say I have experience in recovery. There you go. I didn't play very long. It was like a passing, fleeting thing. What have I been up to, Kevin? What have I been up to?
I don't know. What have you been up to?
That's a good question. These are good questions that you probably already know the answers to. Mostly a lot of writing.
Yeah, I noticed you started Rising of the Shield Hero, got halfway in, and then just started writing for like 3 days straight.
Yeah, I cranked out to finish Danganronpa EX Chapter 2. I wrote probably like 60 pages in like a span of like 24 hours. Which,
I will say, some of the best writing I've seen from you.
It came out to rave review. The one. It's me. I'm the rave review. Yeah. Look, it's not my fault mods don't feature me anymore.
And I'm not biased. Dude, if your writing sucks shit, I'd tell you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He has not yet. But one day. Maybe.
One day I'll be like, it's a bridge too far from me, man.
I don't know about this one, Chief.
I don't know about it. There's a little sauce.
There's a very tiny bug on my desk, and I want to squash it.
Squash it!
Yeah, it's gotta get off this fucking cord first. Get off the cord!
Zeke on bug violence, let's go!
Yeah. What am I gonna squash this with? Maybe this empty pill bottle.
Violence and gore, yeah!
I'm gonna smear this fucking thing. There we go.
I accidentally unplugged my headset, but we're good. Can you hear me? Zeke? Are you there? Oh, fuck. Hold up. Oh, God damn it. This always happens! Son of a bitch!
Let me take him.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Oh, why are you so quiet now? What the fuck?
I'm not quiet. I'm talking at the exact same volume as always.
Oh, come on. Let's see what we can do about this.
I have good news. I killed the bug.
Yay! Oh, wait, hold on.
think-
I think I know what the issue is.
I think.
Come again?
Yes, what?
Oh, no.
Oh no.
One moment, people. I need to stop the recording. We'll be right back.
Guess who's back with a brand new beat?
Me, I think.
Yeah. Let's hear your beat. Nice, nice.
It needs work, but I'll
Yeah,
workshop it. I'll workshop it.
Yeah. Drop your SoundCloud link in the description. It's fun. We should just do that the entire time.
No.
Oh.
It's a little too much work for me.
Didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about his future rapping career.
No, I thought about it. I have always thought about it.
You thought about getting into the rap game?
I have, but my freestyle game needs a lot of work.
Yeah. Plus, I'm just gonna be honest. You don't have a very marketable face.
Gee, thanks.
You know it's true.
So anyway, what else have you been up to?
Can
Aside
you
from
imagine
writing.
your Can you imagine your ugly ass teeth on the front of a magazine? I can't.
I can,
Unless
because my
unless
teeth
it's
are
like-
already
unless-
throwing the gang signs for me.
Yeah, unless it's on Dental Horrors Monthly. I mean, they gotta strive for self-improvement, you know. The dentists, they gotta learn from each other. Gotta learn what not to do. In your case, it's learn not to not work on this guy.
Shut up.
So, there's that. What was your question?
What have you been doing other than writing?
That's a very good question, Kevin. Publishing the writing is a thing.
Yes.
Editing the writing sometimes. Talking about writing of the writing, reading of the writing.
Yeah,
yes.
don't you need to put, like, the entirety of Chapter 2 on AO3 still?
Yeah, I'll get to it, Mom. Shut up.
I'm just trying to direct the conversation a little.
I'm busy putting Secret Project on Fiction Press right now.
Ah.
And let me tell you something. I really hate how copy-paste seems to copy all of the formatting except the underlining. I don't know why it hates underlining.
Yeah, that sounds like a massive pain in the ass.
It's a mild pain in the ass. Don't fucking overstate for me, Kevin.
I mean, it can be a massive pain in the ass. If it persists.
No, it persists. It's just, I mean,
Okay.
these aren't super long documents, so like it's fine, but like yeah, like it's just weird how it's the one bit of formatting that does not come across.
Yeah.
It's weird. So maybe that'll be a thing I can actually talk about publicly soon-ish, maybe.
See, I know what Secret Project is.
It's true. These are factual statements. Yeah, and then other than that, I played a little bit more Wonderlands, and I've started God of War Chains of Olympus on PS3. The Origins collection of the PSP games upscaled to PS3.
Nice.
I've been playing that for a little bit. Don't have a whole lot to say about it. It's just very impressive how a PSP game is so close to its console counterparts. Especially I say now, but it was like 11 years ago. Especially after it was ported to a console, and it fits in pretty naturally with the other collections, so...
Yeah, something I've heard a lot about the PSP God of Wars is that because the PSP itself was kind of marketed as being like a portable PS2 and had, a power spec that was, within spitting distance of a PS2. Reasonable spitting distance for the time. A lot of developers tried to take, game experiences that they had developed for PS2, the gameplay styles of, Jak and Daxter and, all these other, like, big AAA games.
To be fair, Daxter plays very differently than Jak and Daxter.
True.
I think Daxter is a great example of adapting it to the hardware. I played a little bit of Daxter. I need to get back to it at some point.
Well, they did also make... There was also that, like, actual Jak and Daxter PSP game, like, a few years later, though.
Oh, yeah, Lost Frontier, which was also on PS2. Lost Frontier had other problems, though. I don't think Lost Frontier was bad or was middling because it was on PSP.
Right. Anyway.
Same with Secret Agent Clank.
Yeah. But yeah, something I heard is that, like, of the various, like, games that tried to transplant the PS2 experience onto PSP, the PSP God of War games were the ones that came the closest to, like, accurately replicating the PS2 experience. Yeah,
I think it comes down to set camera angles were already a thing in the series, so they didn't really need the other analog stick, and there weren't really all that important functions mapped to the shoulder buttons. It was mostly just opening chests, which you now do by holding circle in these games, so
yeah,
it's fine. So, like, all the controls they needed were there, or could be worked around.
Yeah, I think that ultimately does help it a lot, because there are a couple of other games that people really like. I think the one that springs to mind most notably is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
Yeah, that's probably the most beloved PSP game.
Like, everybody loves Peace Walker.
Yeah. There's actually a dual stick mod for it if you play it on Vita. There's like a...
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so it can be... Yeah, also there's like a native res mod as well, I believe. So, yeah, you can basically make Peace Walker a fairly authentic Vita game. Although a little graphically, like, limited for a Vita game, but, like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even for PSP standards, Peace Walker looks really nice.
Yeah.
Now, of course, that does end up having, like, a big impact on performance, because, like, there are sequences that go down to, like, 20 FPS, so...
Yeah, I imagine that's probably fixed if you run it on an overclocked Vita.
Yeah, if you overclock it, I can imagine it's, like, a pretty consistent 30.
I think Peace Walker was on the PS3 version of the Metal Gear Solid Collection, wasn't it?
I think...
It's not in the Vita version of the Metal Gear Solid Collection. That only has 2 and 3, but I think...
Yeah, I think that was on the PS... I think so. Let me double check that, actually.
Yeah. By the way, the Metal Gear Solid Collection on Vita is a very, very good port. That is up there with, like, the Sly Collection is one of the best PS2 to Vita ports.
So I have heard.
Yeah, which is really funny to me, because there's a version of Metal Gear Solid 3 on 3DS, which is... Yeah, but, like, the Vita one it's just the game. It's just the PS2 game on Vita in widescreen. It's great.
Yeah. Peace Walker was ported to PS3 and 360 as part of the HD collection. Yep.
Yeah. Shame they couldn't get Twin Snakes in there.
That is unfortunate, but it's also understandable considering that game was funded by and published by Nintendo. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of a shame.
It is. Twin Snakes needs a re-release. It really does.
Yeah, Triple Snakes.
Give us Twin Snakes HD on the Switch. Fuck it.
If Konami could do anything, that'd be nice.
Konami's been actually in the business of re-releasing a lot of their older titles, but the problem is they've mostly been re-releasing their
older.
Yeah. Like, they've been releasing their 80s and 90s stuff. If they could dip into the 2000s now, that would be nice.
Yeah. Fucking, I don't know.
Just do it better than Silent Hill HD, please.
Yeah, can we get a redo on the Silent Hill HD collection?
Please. I would love that. I would love having modern versions of Silent Hill 2 and 3 that don't suck ass.
And 4, let's throw in. Let's throw 4 in there. It was weird of them to exclude it in the first place.
Yeah. Put 4 in there too.
Yeah.
But you know what? Fuck it. Do a Square Enix thing and like do a remaster of the first game while you're at it too.
I'm not sure how much you could remaster that, but yeah.
Well, there have been like remasters of like PS1 games that Square's been doing, stuff like Chrono Cross and Final Fantasy VIII. So like I feel like you could. I feel like you could do something along those lines.
I feel like those kind of work because they had a lot of pre-rendered backgrounds you could draw better versions of, but Silent Hill doesn't use a whole lot of that.
That is a very good point. Silent Hill is more so like an actual...
very polygonal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... I don't think there's any pre-rendered backgrounds in Silent Hill, actually.
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
If they are, they're probably just like textures in the background, not like full-on like the way it is in like Final Fantasy 7 and 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. By the way, can we talk about I guess we should talk about the new PlayStation Plus, which is the same PlayStation Plus, just merged with PlayStation Now.
Yeah, so now you can stream PS3 games.
You could already do that with Now, but like...
Well, now you can do it with Plus.
Yeah. Basically... Yeah, I mean, it's basically just merging the two services and adding a lot more games and stuff into one. Basically, if you have Plus Now, it's the exact same. Like, it's the same amount, it's the same benefits. Everything's the same.
It's too difficult to emulate the PS3. My brother in Christ, you made the console.
We'll get to that. I just want to explain what it is first.
Yeah.
And then... there is a middle tier option that's like $20 cheaper than the maximum tier option, which has like less things. It's like Now but less Now, and then there's like the full package, which is like $120 a year, which is both Plus and what used to be Now combined. So if you already had Plus and Now, you're paying the exact same price, and they're adding more games, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I think the only people that are screwed by this are people that had Now but didn't have Plus.
Yeah, now you gotta get Plus.
Yeah, because now they've made it so that you have to get both if you want what used to be Now. I guess, but I cannot imagine that there were a lot of people that only had Now and didn't have Plus.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very, 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 very small subset of the PlayStation fan base, like consumer base. So, yeah, I think it's a good change overall, and it does technically give a lot more. Can children stop? I will be right back. One moment, please. I'm just gonna
look.
Pause.
They're very. Look, they only have Now. They don't have Plus. They're very mad about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna pause for a second. Give me a second.
Hello, welcome back.
Sorry about that. Had to get kids to be quiet.
By any means necessary.
No, just a very stern talking to.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. They're gonna learn.
Oh, they'll learn. Through force.
No. I mean, maybe. Maybe not that forceful.
I mean, audience, I could hear it. There was some shit going down in this household.
No, there was not. They didn't hear anything.
I think we should call some people.
No, you didn't hear anything. There's no proof.
Yeah, he made sure to shut off the recording first. How suspicious.
No, that's not what I meant. No.
Suspicious.
Hey, Zeke, what have you been doing?
Back to PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, back to that.
Yeah. So overall, I think a decent chains, I guess, just to make it one bill, give a mid-tier option, even though it's I don't know. It just feels like one of those. Just pay the other $20 a year. It's like whatever.
It's really not that big of a deal. Just pay the money for it.
Yeah, or don't. I mean, like Now doesn't really interest me personally.
Me neither.
Like, because I buy too many things, and like I just have too much of what's already there. It's like the Game Pass situation, but worse.
Yeah.
Just not. But if you're new, I mean, like it could be a pretty good investment, I suppose. the one sticking point as usual is we're still streaming PS3 games, which, disappointing.
We are on PS5 now.
Oh yeah, like the PS5. I mean, like Sony could totally work an emulation solution up if they really wanted to invest in that. I have heard from some people like Jeff Grubb that is something that they're casually working on and experimenting with, but it's just one of those things they don't see as a high priority. So it's just like sort of tinker away at it, and it doesn't need to be there immediately.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Who's to say? But as that, the PS5 has more than enough overhead, I feel, to get decent PS3 emulation. And I'd love to see that. And I think a genius like Mark Cerny could probably figure that out.
Yeah.
So, would be nice. There's a lot of things. Although I feel like what's more likely at this point is they're just gonna do more remasters and stuff, which I'd be all for. I'd be all for a Infamous collection or a Resistance collection. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah. Some stuff. I'm kind of filling time. I'm playing through Chains of Olympus because I'm on that kick. I gotta finish Wonderlands. I haven't looked at the reviews yet. I may or may not pick up Weird West. That just came out. The top-down immersive sim from Raphael, the guy who made the guy who basically made Prey 2017, what it is, among other things. From our boys at Devolver Digital. Shout out.
Devolver, our boys.
Yeah. Yeah, I might do that because I'm kind of feeling time because there's some stuff at the end of April I'm looking forward to. There's a Metroidvania called Transfer Ruby that's coming to Switch near the end of April, like April 28th or whatever.
Yeah.
And then on April 27th, finally, the Stanley Parable
At
Ultra
long
Deluxe.
last.
Finally, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe comes out.
Yeah, I played the original like a few years ago, and I really like Stanley Parable. I want to see what took them like 3 years to delay this game before it finally came out. Why did it take so damn long?
I don't know. Yeah, I remember when this was announced to come out in 2019.
Yeah, it's 2022 now.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell have they been adding to this game to take so damn long?
Yeah. I mean, I know there are like a bunch of like different paths and endings and stuff. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that. That's near the end of April as well. So if I finish Wonderlands fairly quickly, I'm probably just going to have a lot of time in April that I might commit to Weird West. We'll see. I think it's like $40. I don't know. We'll see. Because I have been looking forward to that.
Might not be a bad investment.
Mayhaps not. Also, I told you I was going to talk about this, that my shipment from Right Stuff finally arrived.
Yes, finally, after 2 weeks.
Yeah, some books I ordered. I got that notification that Mushoku Tensei volumes 1, 5, and 6 were back in stock, so I ordered that, and then I ordered the first 2 volumes of Danmachi, and I ordered 2 volumes of Excel World I was missing, because when we were at OhioCon, I got some further volumes from what I already had. I got volumes like 5, 7, and 9, but they didn't have 6 or 8. So this was at the convention, so this was a chance to just get all that to get up to that damn 75 marker for free shipping. It's so frustrating because it feels like I can't buy anything on Right Stuff without reaching that 75 marker,
Not unless not unless like whatever's on sale is on like a massively deep discount, like that one time that I got like the special edition, limited edition version of Netoge for like $10, the one that has like a free mouse pad. Or as I like to put it, I bought a mouse pad and got a free anime with it.
That's the You Never Thought There Was a Girl Online, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw like 4 episodes of that when it aired.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It exists.
I needed a mouse pad, okay?
Yeah. Now, something I'm curious about, Kevin, I actually don't know. Maybe you know. If you order a bunch of like pre-order stuff and you exceed the $75, do you still get free shipping even if like the pre-orders are all different dates?
I think you still. I think you do. I think you do.
I think so, because there's a lot of stuff I want to pre-order, like the Darling in the Franxx omnibus from Seven Seas is coming out soon, and I kind of want to pre-order
from our boy
Tensei
Yabuki.
Yeah, I love Yabuki. And I kind of want to pre-order the much later Mushoku Tensei volumes up for pre-order, because given how limited the stock has been and how impossible the series has been to find, I feel like I might regret not doing that. Though I'm still, but that's still annoying me though, because I know as soon as I do it, I'm going to get notifications that other volumes are back in stock that I can actually read closer.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to get another fucking $75 order. And not that I don't have other books I want to buy, but
so much more money.
It's kind of annoying that Mushoku Tensei, these volumes have been impossible to find. They're just out of stock everywhere.
Yeah.
To their credit, though, I think like 2 weeks ago when I ordered this, like 16 days now, when they put volumes like 1, 5, and 6 back in stock, they are still in stock. So it seems like when they get stock, it's not like immediately selling out.
Yeah, they're making sure that they have like a good amount of stuff put up on the site so people can buy it, rather than just like a tiny little trickle of content and then just everybody swipes it up as soon as it's available. Like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it seems like when they get stock, it's a fair amount of stock.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of, like, there are a couple of different anime and manga publishers, anime, manga, light novel publishers that have been having issues with supply and demand. Discotheque Media has actually been having issues with supply and demand for like a good year and a half now. And that ended up causing a bit of an issue with their Blu-ray release of Project Echo, which got delayed way longer than it which got delayed way longer than it should have to actually get here.
Sure. Did you get that?
I haven't.
Yeah, okay.
It was worth the wait. Very good Blu-ray. Very, very, very good Blu-ray.
Sure.
But yeah, Discotheque Media has been having supply issues. Yen Press, Yen On has been having supply issues.
Have they? Because I feel like every Yen On thing I look at has been well in stock.
Well, Mushoku Tensei, but
that's not Yen On. That's Seven Seas.
Oh, is that Seven Seas? Okay, Seven Seas. Yeah. Yeah, I have been seeing a lot of issues with Seven Seas,
Yeah. Well, according to them, they just can't get consistent access to their printers, apparently.
It's probably one of those things where, like, other larger publishers are taking up slots trying to, get their stuff printed.
Damn, Penguin House, get the fuck out of here.
Lol, so Random House.
Random House, yeah. It's always House. I guess they're publishing houses, so that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, if those volumes could come into stock, that would be great. Also, if Right Stuff could put up listings for volumes 3, 4, and 9, that would also be great, because they don't have listings for them, which is weird.
Yeah, it is really weird that they don't actually have any listings up for that, because if something goes out of stock on Right Stuff, typically the listing stays up and it just says, out of stock. We don't know when it'll be refilled or whatever. Like, it'll say something along those lines. But with those particular volumes of Mushoku Tensei, they just removed them outright, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is really bizarre.
Yeah. So, yeah. But that said, I got them today, and I gotta say, man, these Mushoku Tensei volumes feel premium as shit.
Yeah. I bet it looks and feels a lot better than it does in pictures, because I can't feel it, and there's only so much a camera can capture. So
Yeah, I showed him earlier, where it's like they're shorter and stockier than the stuff Yen Press puts out, and the paper stock feels a little bit nicer, and the Yen on paper stock already feels nice.
Yeah.
But like these Mushoku Tensei volumes, instead of having a purely glossy cover, they have the front and back are matte, while the spine and the logo are glossy.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice, and like the color pages look immaculate. But my favorite thing is actually the typesetting. Like it's because the books are shorter, in like stature, not like in length. They're actually pretty long, but like in stature, they're pretty short. So they have a little bit more condensed. It's actually a very comfortable like word density.
Yeah.
Which I imagine will be pretty breezy to read. And they have some really nice effects, like the swirl on every page number.
Yeah, I did notice that. That looks really nice.
Yeah, there's a nice, like, these books look really nice. And I can't wait to be able to buy more of them.
One day. Soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, I need to get like a shelf or something. I need to get like another shelf. I'm thinking about like, the space behind my door where there's just a stack of garbage.
Yeah. You've shown me that stack.
Shit.
You've shown me that stack.
Yeah, a stack of boxes and shit. I'm thinking about if I can get like a tall shelf for a good price. I want to put in a shelf. I want to move this shit out and put like a shelf in this area by my desk. That would be nice. For the moment though, because I feel like I should probably expend my options, and like I've been slowly cleaning up and reorganizing my long like horizontal shelf over there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have a good amount of space. It's just not being used very efficiently. So yeah, I feel like if I just reorganize shit over there and throw some shit out, then I can maybe fit a lot more books over there, because I'm apparently buying a lot of books now.
Evidently.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I also got
to be fair, novels, like light novels and whatever, probably a better value proposition than manga.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Like I don't mind reading manga digitally. I love reading manga physically, but that's just a lot of space that needs to be like, it's a lot of cost for one, but it's also a lot of space because there's less content density in manga. And that's not a flaw of the medium or anything. It's just like in terms of like a pure purchasing and space equation, doesn't quite work out the same way. Whereas light novels make a little bit more sense. Plus you're gonna be reading them longer, so like having that physical medium is
bless you,
pretty good. Don't you fucking bless me, you cunt.
You are the only person I know of who gets offended when I say that.
I can feel like holy damage when you say that, and I don't like it. Don't like it. Not a fan. I also bought one of those like wraparound neck lights to read, so that's cool. Like a little little neck flashlight. I don't know if I've actually shown you a picture.
I don't think you have. No.
It's comfortable, and it's nice, and it's multi-purpose.
Nice.
It'll be very handy if we lose power.
Oh yeah. By the way, I actually went to Dollar General the other day, and they have a new energy drink.
What?
Yeah, Dollar General has a new energy drink. It's called Intense.
Oh, like the Insane trilogy?
Yeah. And I got their electric citrus flavor.
I don't know if I would trust an energy drink from Dr. Neocortex. I'm just going to make that clear.
It tastes like it's made by Dr. Neocortex. But,
does it fill you with intense hatred for that damn bandicoot?
No, but it does a good job of filling you with energy. It's pretty good. Like, it's probably the best $1 energy drink I have had. Like, it is actually really, really good.
Well, this guy doesn't drink Venom, so he doesn't know what he's talking about.
See, I've had Venom, and I actually think I like this a little bit more than Venom. It's got a bit of a drier flavor.
Which Venom did you have?
Oh god, which flavors are there for that?
What color was it?
I think it was like one of the darker, like dark purple or something.
Oh, I don't like the purple one.
Oh, okay. I probably just got like a bad flavor then.
Yeah, I don't really get the purple one very often. So the best ones, in my opinion, are of the black ones. I'd say the black and red one, the Black Mamba, is really good.
Okay.
The black and orange one is called Death Adder. That's pretty good.
Okay, I've had Death Adder, and that was okay. That was pretty good.
Yeah. There's a black and yellow one. I haven't had it in a long time. I might have to reevaluate my feelings on that one. But then like the 0 calorie line, or is it? No, I think it's just low calorie. The low calorie line, the white cans. There's some good ones there. I like the watermelon, and what was it? I think it's watermelon and kiwi maybe, and then the strawberry apple. So that's it's like white and light red and white and green. Those are both really good. So like any of those 4, I think are pretty good.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, I hear Spider energy drink is pretty good. I have not seen that sold anywhere. I think it's mostly a West Coast thing.
Yeah, I think I had Spider Energy one time, and I don't remember what it was like.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good. No. I don't know.
Yeah, Venom is my preferred 99-cent energy drink. I really like their tagline, which is "Own it," which is a weird thing to say about a consumable item. Like, yeah, I'll own it for like 20 minutes.
I'll own it for
away.
I'll own it for like the 1 hour that I have it. Sure.
Yeah, it's just kind of a weird tagline, but whatever. You're good and you're cost efficient. Kevin, I'm very scared that my convenience mart has stopped making donuts.
What makes you say that?
The last 2 times I was there was no donuts!
No.
I hope the donut person is just out and they'll be back.
Or maybe there's like a supply chain issue.
Kevin, these are donuts they make in the store.
They can't get the materials.
I feel like we're in trouble if they can't get flour and sugar.
Yeah, that's very concerning.
I really don't think that's what that is.
Yeah, maybe their donut person is just out. Maybe they're sick.
Yeah. Don't make donuts when you're sick.
Yeah.
And particularly don't make donuts when you're sick and then sell them to people. That's not cool.
That's especially bad.
Yeah. Don't. But I hope they come back because I've been substituting them with like the ice cream bars, and those are significantly costlier. So,
that's one of the best things about donuts is that they are very, very cheap by nature.
Yeah. There's also 99-cent donuts at Giant Eagle, but like that's a whole ass thing. That's like slightly out of my way.
Yeah.
I gotta walk in all the way to the bakery section and then walk all the way back to the fucking checkout aisle just to buy a 99-cent donut.
The whole
point
is that they're convenient, and this is the opposite of convenient.
I mean, they're convenient if you're grocery shopping and you want a snack.
No,
but
yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna go grocery shopping before work. It's not the same. It's not like I'd have to go in the park. I'd have to walk across a parking lot. Like I'd have to dedicate like 15 minutes just to this, and like that's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared I will go donutless.
Your one vice. No, you got plenty of fucking vices.
Yeah. I actually have several literal vices for woodworking. Okay, I don't. My dad does. They're just here.
They just happen to be here.
Yeah, but sometimes I like to crush things in them, so
It is fun to do.
Yeah, who doesn't want a vice grip? Everybody likes vice grips. Have you ever met a person who didn't like vice grips?
I do like me a good vice grip.
Didn't answer the question, but that's fine. It's fine.
I've never met a person who doesn't like a good vice grip.
Yep. I make it a point to ask everyone I meet, so there you go.
How do you feel about vice grips?
I fucking love vice grips. Did you hear breaking news, by the way? Did you hear that Ron Gilbert may or may not be making another Monkey Island?
Dude, if they're making a new Monkey Island, I'm all for that. That sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, he did a blog post on his blog, the Ye Old Grumpy Gamer blog, on April Fool's Day, where he said, for 18 years, the Grumpy Gamer blog has been April Fool's Day free because it's a stupid tradition. So to mix things up a little, I'm taking this opportunity to announce I've decided to make another Monkey Island. Either this is a great meta joke, or he's actually making a new Monkey Island.
I get the feeling he might be making a new Monkey Island. He might be.
That, or it's a very elaborate 18-year-long joke. We'll see.
We'll have to see. We'll see in like 6 months. It's like, oh yeah, no, I'm actually making Monkey Island. Let's fucking go. Reminds me of how fucking Made in Abyss was given a summer release date, like the new season. And the composer Kevin Penkin had to specify on Twitter. Oh no, wait, no, it was Jake Young, the translator. Jake Young had to specify it's April 2nd in Japan right now, so yeah, no, this is legit.
Isn't it Kevin Perkin?
No, it's Kevin Penkin who's the composer.
I thought it was Perkin.
Nope, Penkin.
I thought it was Perkin.
Nope.
I feel like I've shifted dimensions again, Kevin.
I think you just read his name wrong one time and just kind of stuck with it.
Kevin, I'm in another universe now.
This is the only logical explanation.
I'm in the Penkin-verse now.
The Penkin-verse.
I'm trapped in the Penkin-verse.
Next, you're going to tell me we're in the Bloodstained Bear universe.
What if you met Kevin Penkin in a Perkins?
So it would be Kevin meeting a Kevin Penkin in a Perkins.
Yeah. A tale of two Kevins and in a Perkins. Perkins is good from my memory.
That would be very, very amusing.
I recommend their muffins.
Duly noted.
They have good muffins. I used to go to Perkins a lot when I lived in Minnesota because they were just a very convenient set of Perkins at various locations. Not been to a Perkins since, I don't think. Not since I moved here. There is a Perkins, but it's like along the highway. It's like kind of hard to it's hard to get into, and I have no reason to go there. So yeah, have not been to a Perkins since.
Also, totally different subject, but I love how Kazutaka Kodaka on Twitter was like, Will Smith isn't normal. You don't even have to hit. Violence in public is the worst, even if it doesn't look like it. I would like to cancel the award. And like, everyone, and like, fucking a bunch of weird ass white people just came into his mentions like, excuse me, sir, you are the creator of Danganronpa, which is full of violence. Why are you what are you, a hypocrite? It's like,
oh no, he wrote a thing.
I love how people are putting up stuff like Asahina smacking Tagami in the first game and other stuff like that is like a smoking gun against him, like,
ha! Gotcha!
And like everybody who's actually got a working brain is like, I need you to understand that there is a difference between fiction and reality here.
Also, that was not a public location. That was a private location.
It was, yeah. I love how
you can't get more private than iron plates bolted to the windows.
I think my favorite response to this is, y'all in the quote tweets are showing exactly why Kodaka made V3 and probably ain't making a new game.
I really like how his retort was, in English, exactly. I'm a very sincere, moral, peaceful, pure, charming, genius, wonderful person.
Because someone's like, why is everyone in the quote retweets immediately equating I wrote a dark fictional story to I'm a violent person and I love violence and I am violent.
His response is so, stay humble, King.
It's so perfect. It's so beautiful.
Stay humble, King.
In this house, we love and respect Mr. Kodaka.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to be my response whenever anyone questions my character. I'll be like, excuse you, I am a very sincere, moral, peaceful, pure, charming, genius, wonderful person.
That is like such a Kodaka answer, by the way.
Yeah, really. Even in a different language he doesn't know, he nails his own personality.
He really does.
He is somehow still on brand.
It's perfect. I love it.
I think my favorite Kodaka moment was when they announced V3's localization on an NISA like live stream, and they invited him there, and he's on stage, and he just walks up and he's like, "Please give me money. I love money. Tell your friends. Buy 10 copies. I need more money. I love money so much. Why did I make this game? I wanted money. So give me money." He just kept rambling for like 15 minutes, and all the NISA staff in the background like, what the fuck?
That's not part of the script.
That's not what the teleprompter says.
Hi, I'm Kazutaka Kodaka. I like money. I made
Known lover of money.
because I like money. Known lover of money, Kazutaka Kodaka. If you buy this game, you would give me money. If you buy 10 copies, you give me more money. Tell your friends to buy 10 copies, and also buy 10 copies so you can give me more money.
If you buy 10 copies, and everyone you tell buys 10 copies, and everyone they tell buys 10 copies, I will get the most money. This will make me very happy. And he just did that for like 15 minutes straight, and it was hilarious.
Oh, we stand a legend here. We stand a legend here at the Baka Gaijin show.
One day he will pat me on the head and tell me I'm like the son he never had.
Maybe someday.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm lost in a daydream. What?
It's okay, it's okay. I understand. I understand.
We get it, we get it. It is known.
Relatable.
I find it very relatable, actually.
Very, very relatable.
I relate to that.
'Tis your daydream.
I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. That's how that works. Anyway, I think that's the segment.
I think that'll do, yeah.
Yeah. Stay tuned to the Bakagaijin show. Hi, welcome back to the Bakagaijin show. With those two fucks you know.
Mm-hmm. Or at least we assume you know. I feel like if you're watching, you probably know.
Yeah. I mean, we're a ways in, even to just this episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, it's that time again.
What time is it, Zeke?
It's time for the Reddit dive.
Oh, yeah, baby.
First thing that I found fascinating and are oddly specific is a teacher's contract from 1923.
Oh, do tell.
Which has some stipulations.
Stipulations, you say?
It's a piece of paper. It says teacher's contract term 1923. This is an agreement between Miss Blank teacher and the Board of Education of Blank School, whereby Miss Blank agrees to teach the Blank School for a period of 8 months, beginning September 1st, 1923. The Board of Education agrees to pay Miss Blank a sum of $75 per month, which I assume used to be a lot.
It's
or,
the 20s.
more.
So it's the 20s, so I'm assuming that's like... Oh, God. It's $75 a month.
More?
And that was...
Is there an inflation calculator we can go to?
There is. Inflation calculator. Yeah, here we go. What year was it?
1923.
All right, 1920. No, not what I want. Not what I want. 1923.
Okay, I got it. Wow. Oh, okay. It's not. $75, according to the U.S.
Holy
inflation calculator.
shit.
Yeah, in 1923, $75 per month was... Oh, sorry, per month, sorry. Yeah, $1,244.37. So I guess not horrible.
It's okay. It's like...
Especially considering shit was cheaper then.
True, true. You could, like, your $75 would go a long way.
That is still crazy to me. Because I have not lived in a time where, like, cents did shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, the idea of $75 stretching out over a month is kind of insane to me.
Yeah,
I spend that much just to get free shipping at rightstuff.com.
Yeah, it reminds me how I used to, like, how I would look at, like, old comic books, and it would say stuff like, you know, new issue for, like, 30 cents, and I'm like, holy shit, what a deal!
Yeah. But let's look at the 13 stipulations of this contract.
You know, what are the 13? That is a lot of stipulations. What are the 13 stipulations of this contract, Zeke?
Number 1, not to get married. This contract becomes null and void immediately if the teacher marries.
That's weird, okay.
Number 2, not to keep company with men.
Sexism.
3, to be at home between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless in attendance or school functions. I can't believe an employment contract could mandate you to be home at certain hours.
That is really weird. Ugh.
No, this is an interesting one. Number 4, not to loiter in downtown ice cream shops.
What? That is weirdly specific. Why downtown ice cream shops?
Well, first of all, ice cream shops were fucking lit in the 20s, let me tell you. But secondly, I'm going to assume, because this is Prohibition era, and ice cream shops might be sneaking a little something under the counter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they might be. It could be a cover, could be a front.
Mm-hmm. Number 5, not to leave town at any time without the permission of the chairman of the board of trustees.
Wow.
Imagine having to call the chairman of the board just to ask permission to leave town.
It's like, hey, I need to get a used car in the next city over. Hey, jeez, holy
Imagine
shit.
how much bureaucracy you have to go through to get to the chairman of the board.
Seriously, fuck.
Number 6, not to smoke cigarettes. This contract will become null and void immediately if the teacher is found smoking. I mean, that's just common sense.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I hate smokers. Number 7, not to drink beer, wine, or whiskey. This contract will become null and void immediately if the teacher is found drinking beer, wine, or whiskey. 8, not to ride in a carriage or automobile with any man except her brother or father.
Again, that's just...
Uncles, get out of here!
You don't know what they're getting up to.
Sons, not even. I mean, to be fair, it does not get married, but that doesn't mean you can't have a son. I'm assuming if you were unmarried with child, this institution would not hire you.
Yeah, like prior marriage.
Or not, just having.
Yeah.
I'm assuming either way, this institution would want nothing to do with
infidelity.
You absolute wench of a woman.
You absolute whore.
Yep, not in a carriage or automobile with any man except your brother or father. Oh man. No uncles, no grandpa. I'm sorry, I can't ride in a carriage with you, grandpa. It's against my teacher's contract. Number 9, not to dress in bright colors. Well, this makes sense. It was before they invented color, so.
All right.
Number 10, not to dye her hair, which also makes sense before color. Number 11, to wear at least 2 petticoats.
The fuck?
2 petticoats. Is it hot out? Fuck you. You wearing 2 petticoats.
Put 4 tassels on your cloak. Do not laugh. It's not a joke. A message from the Lord.
And this is 1923, so you know those petticoats were thick.
They were big boys.
Wool ass petticoats. Number 12, not to wear dresses more than 2 inches above the ankle. Oh, for shame! If the student's body sees ankle, it might arouse things within them.
The scandalous. Ooh. Holy
Number 13.
Shit.
Number 13, which is broken into 4 parts.
For 4 reasons!
13A, to keep the schoolroom clean, to sweep the classroom floor at least once daily, to scrub the classroom floor with hot water and soap at least once weekly, to clean the blackboard at least once daily, to start the fire at 7 a.m. so the room will be warm by 8 a.m. when the children arrive. So, yeah, they had to start their own fires. No indoor heating here.
Well, we didn't start the fire.
It was already burning since the world's been turning. I just love top comment. Sounds like downtown ice cream shops were fucking lit in 1923. Everybody's heading down to the ice cream shop.
Aw, yeah. Go over to the local ice cream shop.
You might even catch a glimpse of a lady's calf.
Oh, how absolutely raunchy.
I see no mention of rum or gin or vodka. A loophole, maybe?
Well, you did not specify.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird that it says beer, wine, or whiskey, but not alcohol.
Yeah, like they managed to make that just specific enough to where you can find some loopholes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Prohibition's about to kick in, so probably not. Yeah, a weird glimpse into a different time.
Yeah, it seems really bizarre by today's standards how very specific, highly authoritarian it feels. Because this is very authoritarian. Let's be real here.
Yeah, I gotta be in my house at certain hours, and I can't ride a carriage or automobile with Grandpa.
It's so weirdly specific and overbearing.
Yeah,
It just
half the
feels
shit.
weird.
Yeah, like 3/4 of this at least is completely illegal these days. You can't ban your employees from going to the ice cream shop.
Yeah. There's
Keep them from riding in a carriage with Grandpa. Anyway, I just thought that was amusing.
It is incredibly amusing.
Like,
it's such an interesting peek into a different time period that we are so far removed from that it just feels surreal.
Yeah, this contract is 99 years old.
God, it is. Damn. Happy 100th birthday to that fucking contract. Damn.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it. This guy's.
It's just so bizarre. God.
Yeah. I'm gonna read a small Tifu.
Alright, let's go.
Small Tifu. Today I fucked up by drunk ordering deep dish pizzas from across the nation.
Oh, dear God. Yeah.
Obligatory this happened last week, but I was at a party last Saturday night. Things were getting well. I was pretty drunk, ordered an Uber home around 3, and was hungry when I got back. Since I was pretty hammered, I don't remember exactly how many events transpired, but I put the pieces together today. I first drunk DoorDashed 2 deep dish pizzas from Chicago. Don't know how, since I live in Alabama. I assume after I waited too long for my food to arrive, I DoorDashed food from McDonald's since I was tired of waiting. Then finally got my McDonald's, ate it, fell asleep. Now 2 days ago, I received a delivery of 24 deep dish pizzas from DoorDash, and my dumbass assumed it was some sort of gift from the drivers. I also deliver for DoorDash in my free time. Then I go to Walmart and buy some things, and my card is declined. Keep in mind I'm a broke college student. I check my bank account and realize that I spent $43.51 on my McDonald's orders and $90 on the pizzas. So now I'm broke and a dumbass for spending $134.23 on DoorDash in one night. On the bright side, the pizza is pretty good.
Hope you like pizza, bitch. That's all you're eating until your next paycheck.
I find it interesting that he ordered 2 deep dish pizzas from Chicago, and somehow he ended up getting them.
How? That's a good... Oh my god, that is a...
If it was like a company, did they like redirect it?
Hold on, let me... There are options on DoorDash to where like you can purchase certain things from like other states and whatever. Let me actually open up my DoorDash app and see if there's anything of that sort, because you know I have a DoorDash app on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, fastest near you. National favorites. Try something new. Local restaurants now on DoorDash. Great
Everyone's
for
confused.
gifting.
Everyone's confused how they spent so much on McDonald's, and someone's like, no, it was $10 on McDonald's, $31.51 in fees.
Here we go. Nationwide shipping. There's stuff like Carlos's Bakery from New Jersey. Amanda's Macaron Shop from New York. Carbone Fine Italian Food, also from New York. La Barra Italian Pizza from Chicago, Illinois. They probably ordered La Barra.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm looking at La Barra. Yeah, they probably ordered La Barra.
To be fair, though, if it got to the point where your card was declined, I don't think that's a small fuck-up anymore.
I don't think that's a small fuck. That is medium fuck-up at best.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty bad, sir.
Yeah.
Sir or madame.
Who knows? Who knows? This contract doesn't prevent deep dish pizza, so it could be woman.
Could be woman.
Yep. DoorDash in 1923. Thus, they may not dash DoorDash with a male cohort. Sorry, Grandpa, we can't get deep dish pizza from DoorDash because it's 1923, and also my teacher's contract forbids it.
All right. Am I the asshole? Good old itis. Am I the asshole for telling my parents that my sister can't watch my show? I'm an actor who's...
Hello, my name is Markiplier.
Hello, my name is Markiplier, and welcome to Am I the Asshole? I'm an actor who's just finished Who's Made a TV Show. Okay.
Well, you didn't finish your writing 101 degree, I'll tell you that.
I won't say anything about it, just that it's been released and now my family wants to watch it. The show has a couple gory scenes, tons of violence, and a ton of swearing is very much not okay for anyone below 15. My parents wanted to watch the first episode as a family with my 3 siblings, male 19, female 17, and female 12. My parents saw the trailers, but they don't really show how much violence is in the show and how bloody and gruesome it is. I told them that I'd love for the family to watch it together, but it is really not okay for someone her age. The 12-year-old?
Yeah, probably.
My sister threw a tantrum, screaming how it's unfair everyone got to watch it but her, which I just felt showed she wasn't mature enough to watch it. The show's rating is literally PG-15. I think it's probably like Britain or something.
Yeah.
It's not even me saying she can't watch it, but the actual board of experts saying she isn't mature enough. Ugh, jeez. Okay, I gotta pay
the experts on other people's children.
My parents offered her this solution. We all watch it first, then they'll determine if she can watch it. She was still saying it's unfair, but frankly I'm on my parents' side. We're all old enough to watch it. Why should we be punished and not be able to watch it? She said if she doesn't get to watch it, nobody should get to watch it, but I feel like that would be unfair. The whole family gets punished because she can't do something. My parents told her that this was their final... This is my final offer.
Is that your final offer?
They were even willing to give her a chance to watch the show, when most parents would say a 2-year gap between the age and the age rating would be too much. Who says this?
I don't know if most parents.
Who the fuck says this?
I don't know if most parents would say that.
We watched the show together while she watched something else in the other room. My parents decided it was too much for my sister to watch and said no, but also that we wouldn't watch it together anymore either, so that she won't feel left out. Personally, I think this is a great way to respond and move forward. We don't exclude her, but at the same time, she can't watch this show. She's just not ready for it yet. She, on the other hand, is adamant that she's being excluded by the family, as everyone else will watch it and she'll be the only one out of the loop. I don't know what she would have us do. It's simply not appropriate for her age, which she has maturely responded, then you should have made it age appropriate for me.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's... Kid, that is not how an actor's job works. And it's a good show, if I do say so myself, which my parents are proud of and want to watch me in. And my siblings, who are in the target audience for the show, genuinely like it and want to keep watching. Am I the asshole for snitching and saying my sister couldn't watch it?
Oh, snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
Let's go beat this person up.
So, like, I would argue OP's probably not the asshole. They were really just warning about the content.
Sure.
And honestly, the response from the 12-year-old of, you know, you should have made it, you know, age appropriate if you're in it. Like, Kid, that shows how little you actually know.
Yeah.
I would say, I would say not the asshole personally. The sister's kind of being a little, spoiled brat about it too.
Yeah.
Though I will say it's a little silly to be like, even most people would be like, a 2-year age difference is too much between, the age rating and, the person watching, like,
Bruh, no.
bruh, no. Bruh, no.
Bro, my parents were like, when you enter high school, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
when I turned 14, they stopped giving a shit what I did.
Yeah, my mom, around the time I turned 15, my mom, stopped giving a shit whatever I watched. It's just like, her only stipulation was...
Oh, he's watching NT Battle Network, that Satanist show.
Okay, I was 10 when that happened, but
I'm sure you watched it after the fact.
I did. But yeah,
and
like...
Are you a Satanist?
No. Around the time I was 15, though, like, I was watching, like, Adult Swim and whatever, and Mom was like, okay, but... if it's stuff that I wouldn't like, don't watch it in the same room as me. And I'm like, I'm not changing it if you walk into the room, though. And Mom was like, fair enough. It's like, I'm not changing the channel just because you walk into the room. You avert your own eyes.
Your mom never seemed like a fair enough person to me, so that's a little surprising.
It fluctuated. It was what it was.
I could tell from all the stories.
I have a lot of stories.
Was she like bipolar or something?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it.
It does give a little bit of an indicator. It does.
I like Top Comment though.
Yeah, not the asshole, but let's be real. If she wants to watch it, she's gonna figure out a way to watch it. Yeah. If you're that age, you're gonna find a way to do what you want to do, whether they like it, whether your parents want you to or not. Trust me, I was that kid.
Yeah.
Not saying they should let her, but knowing how many ways she can get around it, they might want to just let her join in and watch with the family. At least then they can at least be there when she sees it. Yeah.
Then you could throw the towel on the screen or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I feel like that would probably have been a better idea. Put her down in front of the show, see how she reacts to the show, see if it's too much for her to handle, and if it is, then, turn the show off, switch to something else, watch the rest of it later. Like, it's pretty easy. Like, pretty simple.
I like the comments several whiles down where it just says, I wasn't allowed to watch Ed and Eddie as a kid because, and I quote, they have purple tongues. That's gross. That was my mom's reasoning.
My mom didn't like Ed and Eddie because all of the characters were abysmally stupid.
Yeah.
Like my mom really hated stupid humor. And if a show was too stupid, she was just like, I don't want that playing when I'm in the room. Please don't.
Yeah.
My mom, like, when I started watching Bo, my mom hated it. But she couldn't give a good enough reason why it was a bad show for me to watch, aside from it's stupid. So I'm like, I don't care. I think it's funny. And Mom's just like, okay, fine.
Yeah, my mom didn't like Ed and Eddie either, but it was because she saw it as very mean-spirited, which, to be fair, she's not wrong. She's not wrong, but all I could think was, man, you would fucking hate Cat Dog.
My mom also didn't like The Proud Family because, again, it had a lot of mean-spirited humor in it. Mostly at the expense of the father character, who was, again, another abysmally stupid, parental figure. Which my mom...
I never watched Proud Family, so...
Well, neither did I.
But I hear they're back and louder and prouder.
Yes! Honestly, there are shows that, like, my siblings' kids watch that I think is, like, really stupid. I'm just like, please don't watch that when I'm in the room. So, like, I get it.
Cat Dog is very mean-spirited.
Oddly, my mom was fine with Cat Dog for the most part, and I don't know why.
I feel like the people that made Cat Dog had issues. Because that show just has people just suffering for no reason.
Everybody hates each other in that show. No one has a genuine relationship.
Nope.
It's just, everybody's just super unpleasant to each other.
Yeah, everybody always ends up in a worse predicament by the end of the episode.
Yeah. With the only exception being the
or at
one
least
where
some-
cat
or at
dogs
least
meet
some-
their parents, who are neither cat nor dog.
Or at least somebody does.
Yeah.
It is a pretty good show if you just want to hear Jim Cummings, though.
Also true. Also true.
Am I the asshole for making my son change schools? The principal called me last year because my son, 13M, was caught. Was he 13 then or 13 now?
We'll see.
These are the questions. We're not going to say that's the thing.
Fuck.
Was caught bullying another boy. I was devastated being the victim of bullying before, made it clear to my son that it was not tolerated, and he was grounded for the remainder of the school year. Then he was reported again for being... He spelled physical wrong, but it's fine. With the same boy, along with 2 others of his friends. Those friends are known for being bullies, and I think they are a bad influence, so I talked to the teachers about getting him to change classes, but that doesn't really prevent him from being able to see them at lunch or before school. My son just says he won't do it again when I confront him and shrugs off anything I say to him. Grounding him doesn't seem to be enough, and he doesn't seem to care that he's grounded, and I get more and more incidents of him bullying both the same boy, but also now a girl from his class. I was in the anti-bullying session with the girl's mother, who said that she was probably going to take her daughter to another school because the daughter had been depressed due to the bullying. I hate that my child is the cause of this, and I don't want him to think this is tolerated. I also switched schools due to bullying, and then years later found out a student who didn't passed away due to the bullying. I'm assuming suicide.
Yeah.
I remember thinking how, unless the bullying got really out of hand.
Yeah,
That's
homicide at that point.
One or the other. I remember thinking how insanely unfair it was that the bullied students have to leave and the bullied have to leave and the bullies get off scot-free.
Yeah, that's disproportionate.
I told my son he is moving to a neighboring middle school 15 minutes away. He is pissed because now he will have to walk 10 minutes and take a 20-minute bus to get to school, and he won't be able to hang out with his friends at school. I told him this is the punishment for bullying, and he argued the principal hasn't kicked him out yet. Well, no child left behind, young sir. You have Bush to thank for that. I know that's not what.
Thanks, Bush.
I know that's not what that bill actually did. Shut up.
Yeah, I know.
I told him the school has to let him get away with it, but I wouldn't be a good parent if I didn't make it clear bullying is not tolerated. He argued that he's my son, so I should put him before anyone else. My husband is also on his side, saying a 30-minute commute instead of 15 minutes is not fair for him, and boys his age will just be assholes, but they'll get better eventually. I still moved him, so he's attending the new school now, and no reports of bullying yet, but he's pissed at me for forcing him to move schools.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say not the asshole. This is a situation where the kid was clearly getting to a point where he was like nothing was being done. Nothing was being done at that school to dissuade him from bullying people. Nothing was getting, taken care of. The only people getting punished in this were the people getting bullied. He was getting off scot-free. He wasn't listening. And you kind of had to make a decision in terms of what, trying to discipline your child while also making sure he got a good education, stopped bullying people, and that the people he was bullying would stop getting bullied. So I don't think it was unreasonable to make that decision. It was an extreme decision, but it was also a pretty extreme situation. So
Counterpoint.
I'm not gonna blame you.
Counterpoint. And this is just my OCD, but
okay.
He was not given 3 strikes. He was only given 2 strikes.
True.
That's not how that works. That's not. You gotta give him 3 strikes.
The strike system.
You cheaped out on the strikes. He's got to have 3 strikes. You got to give him one more chance.
One more chance. Come on, man.
Give him one more. You put him back in that school, and you give him one more chance because my OCD demands it. Me, a guy on the internet you don't know.
Gotta have nice.
This is important.
Nice round numbers.
You gotta have 3 strikes. You're the asshole.
But what does Reddit say?
I don't give a fuck. They're the asshole. Someone's some top comment. He argued that he's my son, so I should put him before anyone else. You are putting him first. You're making sure he doesn't grow up to be a little asshole.
Yep.
You do have your work cut out for you with your husband's attitude. Maybe ask him what magically happens to turn boys that age from assholes into better people.
God, that just reminds me of like last night when like Ash was trying to get their kid to go upstairs and like stay in the room for a few minutes, and like the kid was just like throwing things down the stairs at Ash. And, like, you know, after we finally got the kid upstairs and, you know, they were, like, throwing a fit, they started saying, it's like, you're mean. And I heard that. And I had to go in there, look them dead in the eye and say, I'm sorry. They're mean? They're not the ones who were throwing things. You're mean. It's like, kid, self-awareness, do you have any? Like, sometimes kids just do not, like, of any age. Like, sometimes they just have, like, negative self-awareness. Mm-hmm. And, like, this is one of those instances where the kid is just not realizing that the parent is trying to do both them and the people they're bullying some good.
Sure. Anyway, my verdict is they're the asshole. Should have given them 3 strikes.
Because the 3 strikes rule. Come on.
Yeah, it only makes sense, logically.
Clearly.
Two strikes? Who says 2 strikes and you're out?
Get the fuck out of here.
That's stupid. That's fucking stupid. The only place you should get anything other than 3 strikes is in a bowling match. Are you bowling? Didn't think so. Get out of here, OP. You're the asshole. Alright. Why do you not read this one?
Alright, I shall read this one.
Okay. Do not read that one.
Yes, I shall not read that one.
Yes. Or no? I don't know.
Okay. Am I the asshole for assuming I would be eating the dinner I cooked with the guy I'm dating and then getting upset when that's not the case?
Depends. How upset?
So yesterday, I, 23 female, met with the guy I've been dating for the past year, 28 male. During the date, there was some friction, minor stuff. We ended up talking it out. I slept over, we live in different cities, and he asked me to stay at his place the next day and cook a nice meal together. Something we like to do for fun, and would be fun to make up for the shitty evening. Great, lovely idea. I was very excited for us to spend some quality time cooking and eating together because we're both foodies. Okay, so there's some... There was a reasonable assumption here, I can see.
Yeah. Sure.
So fast forward to today. We're walking through the supermarket getting groceries for some elaborate 4-hour recipe we're going to try out. We're walking past the veggie aisle or something when he suddenly mentions, yeah, by the way, help me remind you to save you some food so you can have some as well. I'm like, sorry, what do you mean save some food? Apparently he has some friends coming over for dinner and I wasn't invited to stay and actually eat the dinner. Oh. Ooh, not a good... Ooh. He wanted me to cook a 4-hour-long recipe with him, but failed to mention that I couldn't participate in the eating part. I don't understand. I got quiet and upset because I was looking forward to spending some quality time with him, eating great food, and making up for a not-so-fun date. I also felt stupid and unimportant because of this. To be fair... Okay, I'll wait. I told him I was actually quite upset that he didn't tell me I couldn't eat the dinner I would be cooking with him. He got very irritated with me for making assumptions that I would stay over for dinner, and then being quiet and upset and avoidant about when he told me I couldn't. He'd never asked me to stay for dinner. He just asked me to cook dinner with him and forgot to mention that I couldn't stay to eat it.
Technicalities.
Ugh, hate this.
Should have read the text more clearly, idiot.
He got mad at me for... God damn it. He got mad at me for being upset and therefore avoidant about it. I can see why it can be frustrating when I get upset because I get very quiet and cold/avoidant. I'm aware
she really likes that word.
I'm aware this is a problem and I'm working on it. I wouldn't say this is a problem.
I think that's a problem. Not communicating your feelings.
Yeah,
I think that's
okay. Yeah, that is fair. You need to be more be clearer.
Yeah. Communicate with your boyfriend, not Reddit.
Yeah. On the other hand, I feel like he should have communicated better, he really should have, and maybe care about my feelings a little more. He normally is such a great person, and this incident feels way out of character. Am I the asshole for assuming I would be eating the dinner I cooked with the guy I'm dating and then getting upset when that's not the case? And B, I ended up not cooking the dinner with him because I didn't feel like it anymore. No homemade barbecue sauce pulled pork for me.
Oh, I like the second. I like the next edit.
Oh, okay. I refer to him as the guy I'm dating because we both date multiple people and aren't looking for something that feels like a classic boyfriend-girlfriend situation. Polyamory.
Nice.
Top comment says it pretty clearly. He is mad at me for being upset about it. Get out of there, OP.
Oh, that's not my comment.
Yeah. Not the asshole. It's crazy that he thinks that would be an incorrect assumption on your part. Of course you assumed you'd be eating it with him because that's the normal thread of logic. I'm so glad you ended up not cooking for him.
Let me think. Because, like, no, I understand. That is a completely reasonable interpretation. I'm wondering if this guy might be somewhat autistic, that he didn't realize that he didn't like make it clear enough.
That is very there's potential for that to be in there, yeah.
This feels like the kind of mistake I might make, in terms of not communicating something that's obvious to me isn't necessarily obvious to the person I'm talking to.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like he did make a very it was very specific wording on his part, so he probably felt it was a lot clearer than it actually was. Yeah. I will admit, even me, as someone who's autistic, I try to make sure that my feelings are as clear as possible to other people, but sometimes I just miss nuance.
Yeah.
And people just read into things that I'm not saying.
Yeah. She even says he normally is such a great person, this incident feels out of character. So maybe it is just a communication mishap. I think his response to it isn't great. Then again, I don't think either they're both of them seem to be just clam up and avoid each other when they're in this kind of rut, which isn't great. So that might be something both of them need to work on. So I don't know if this is like a one-off incident that feels out of character. I don't think it necessarily reflects them as a whole. But I'll definitely say you're not the asshole. So
yeah, I'll say OP's not the asshole here because it was a reasonable assumption to make.
I'm edging on no assholes here, but I'm making a lot of presumptions about the other guy that may or may not be true.
Yeah, this might just be an instance of he was being just kind of a dick about it, or it could be that he has some personal problems that he's not we're not diagnosed or whatever. We don't know. There's a lot of stuff we don't know here, but at the very least, OP's not the asshole.
Yeah. I think charitably, you could call us no assholes here, if you want to be charitable. I'll be charitable about it and say, because it really just seems like it was a one-off thing. I'll say no assholes here.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna stop at not the asshole and say that no assholes here is potential.
It's on the table, just like the barbecue pulled pork meat thing.
Actually, the point is it's not on the table because it's not getting made. Ooh.
Well, she just said she didn't make it.
Yeah.
It could have been made. We don't know. OP, keep us updated. Anyway, this is a post from our Raised by Narcissists.
Oh dear. we're dipping into the more interesting subreddits today.
Yeah, just a little taste, little teaser. I branched out this morning and I just grabbed a few little things. Anyway, Raised by Narcissist. I just realized my parents killed my bunny and fed it to me a few years ago.
Oh my god. Oh god. This reminds me of another story that I heard where this kid had a pet chicken, and they were taking care of the pet chicken, and they really loved the pet chicken and whatever. And one day after school, they were given a chicken dinner. And the kid was wondering, hey, Mom, Dad, where's my pet chicken? And they're just like, you're eating it.
Dun, dun, dun!
It's just the worst plot twist you could have when you're 8 years old. Goddamn.
Anyway, they say, I think I was around 11, 10 or 11 during the time, back when my grandmother was still alive. She gifted me 2 bunnies for my birthday. I took care of them. They were healthy and growing. I went to school, came back. They weren't there. I asked where they were. She told me they ran away, which I just realized is kind of impossible since it was like 38 degrees Celsius outside in the summer, and rabbits can't survive in that kind of hot weather.
Yeah.
I held a funeral in our backyard because I thought they passed when they left. We ate rabbit soup that day. I don't know why it just clicked for me right now after a few years. I asked them about it. They act as if I never had rabbits. This realization is making me feel upset because I didn't realize it sooner. I really don't know how to feel about this right now.
What is it with these parents and killing and cooking children's pets? What the fuck is this? Why is this a thing that keeps happening?
Rabbit stew.
What the fuck? Why do parents think this is a good...
Rabbit stew.
Like what drives... Oh my god. I don't get it. I really don't. What drives the parents to do shit like this? Because it's so sociopathic.
The comments are crazy. My dad, narc sociopath, killed our family cat when I was little because it, quote, annoyed him. I didn't even find out until my teens. Weird feeling to have that they're willing to kill animals even just to cause pain to someone else.
Yeah.
Yes, my father killed half the pets I had in the most gory and gruesome ways. Fucking monsters.
Why is this such a common thread? People! Your parents are fucked!
Yeah.
Holy shit! Why is this so common? I'm so confused. This makes me very uncomfortable.
Why don't you read this one, Kevin?
Alright, I think I will. Am I the asshole for renting out my husband's man cave? Ooh, you mess with the man cave. Ooh.
Oh, you don't fuck with a man cave. No.
Since we moved into our house 3 years ago, my husband lives in his man cave. The walkout basement that he plays video games in mostly is a 1-bed, 1-bathroom with a small bar area that can serve as a kitchen. He only comes up for food, to prep for work, or to sleep, and it's been bothering me because he never helps with the housework or our 2 sons. But at least he goes to work, so I let it go and leave him be. 5 months ago, he was laid off his job and has been applying for another one in sales. Right now, he's collecting unemployment, and along with... Oh my god, that fucking dog. I can't do anything about that right now. The dog is less annoying than the children, I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I can deal with the dog. The dog is fine. My son, nine male, has been playing guitar for 4 years and loves it.
You skipped a sentence.
Oh, right. Right now he's collecting unemployment along with my teacher's salary. It isn't enough to cover everything. Okay. That's a good point. My son, 9 male, has been playing guitar for 4 years and loves it, but his guitar lessons and guitar are quite expensive, around $300 a month, and my other son does kickboxing, which is $170 a month. I didn't want them to have to give up their activities, so I look for other ways to make money. My husband is very prideful and won't work a job beneath... he won't work a job beneath him.
To be fair, workers' rights, man.
True. I've already tried to...
consciousness! We love to see it. We stand a legend in his man cave.
I've already tried to convince him to work a $16 an hour cashier job for our family friend, and he refuses because it would be humiliating to have friends to see him at work at a cash register at 37 years old.
Well, I'm assuming it would be a temporary thing.
Well, yeah. So I found that we could rent the basement out for $1,100 a month, and it would allow my sons to stay with their activities. I told my husband, who refused, saying it was his space. I argued I didn't get a space, and if he wanted to keep it, he should get a job while he's looking for another sales job. This is bad communication all over. Holy shit. He got angry and told me it was his house and he won't allow it being rented out. We both put down payments down. That's not how a sentence works. And we both make money in this house, but it's his house? I told him we are not making ends meet, and he told me to cancel all unnecessary spending, including our son's activities. I argued if he got a job or agreed to rent out the downstairs, they wouldn't have to, and he said that wasn't his problem.
To be fair, though, I understand his logic because the son's activities are active spending. You're not spending more money just to keep the space as it is, though.
Yeah.
So
I posted it on Facebook. Oh God, fucking.
That's meta now.
I posted it on Meta. just to see if anyone would be interested, and a student reached out. She is a college student who wanted to rent, and it was a perfect fit because she didn't have a pet and was going to be gone most of the day anyway. I said okay and went excited to my husband, who was really pissed, saying we aren't renting out his space. I was pissed he wouldn't sacrifice anything for our sons when I am working and raising them, and he isn't working now but isn't doing anything to help. I told him I was moving out with our sons, and I think he recognized I was serious and gave up and told me to do whatever I wanted. I moved his gaming stuff to our living room, and the student moved in today. He is still pissed that I undermined him, and I feel kind of bad because I didn't want to make the decision without his agreement, but at the same time, I feel he was selfish to refuse to either get a job or give up his man cave for our sons to continue their activities and keep us from going into debt.
I feel like if you were that close to this level, your son shouldn't have been doing these activities that are so expensive.
Yeah. So, like...
I understand not wanting to take it away from them, but I feel like if you were that close for so long, that, like, you have other priorities other than spending what seems like almost $500 a month or so on your son's activities, which I get are important to them, but I mean, if you're struggling, you're struggling, you know. I feel like there's solutions abound here, but the key thing to focus on is that they're on such different pages that they're not communicating effectively.
Yeah. Reddit says not the asshole, but oh god, nobody's communicating well here. I'm verging on everyone sucks here.
Yeah, I think everyone sucks here.
Yeah,
because I think everyone's being at least somewhat unreasonable.
Petty, very selfish, not thinking about the other person and their wants and needs.
Yeah,
that's just a bad time all around, and it's honestly on both parties here for not recognizing that there is a communication error and doing what they can to correct it and try and find a decent middle ground. Everyone's just kind of going behind the other person's back and doing what they want, and it's breaking everything up for no good reason. It's for petty reasons. And that's why I'm saying everyone sucks here.
Yeah, like, you can propose any given solution to this. Like, they should stop spending on their son's activities, or he should get this cashier job, or what have you. But ultimately, they couldn't agree on something, and she just decided to do something without his approval, just because. And this post could have very easily been the other way around.
It could have been. It could have been.
So,
because,
like,
another big thing that... Here's the thing. Yes, your husband is being kind of an ass, but you were just as much of an ass back to him by going out of your way to rent out a space that was specifically his to begin with.
Yeah, and also, like, why is his space that's important to him less important than your son's activities are to them?
Exactly. Like, there's no
Especially when they're the ones that are actively costing money and this isn't.
Yeah, like, there's no real... You're not really taking that into account very well here, and it just
like, I don't want to read Reddit
really
comments, because I don't want to read the Reddit comments because I feel like they're going to be pretty disingenuous towards the guy here.
Yeah.
For various reasons, but like, yeah, like
I'm just scrolling through the comments and everyone's just like, "Oh, you're not the asshole, OP," and I don't even want to read their reasoning.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, she's playing favorites here. She's not taking everyone's values into account, you know, and neither is he. But like, you know, that's why we're saying everyone sucks here, is because nobody's really taking everything in totality into account. And, you know, the best solution is the one everyone can agree with, and they did not find that.
Yeah, and that just sucks. It really does. This is a problem that didn't need to exist.
Yeah, everyone sucks here. Am I the asshole for telling an overweight customer that I'm not personally a fan of sweets? So I'm a cashier at a small grocery health food store. Even though we are a health food store, we sell a ton of different chocolates and candies and sweets. A lot of the chocolate is on display right by the registers. That's how they get you. That's how they get you, Kevin. So a heavier woman is looking at the chocolate, and she asks me which ones are my favorites, and I tell her I'm not big on sweets myself, but I point out ones that we sell a lot of, and ones people have told me are good. And this lady gives me the stink eye and says, "Really? You don't like sweets?" I told her sweet stuff just upsets my stomach, so I avoid it. "And that's why you so skinny and full of bullshit." She walked away angry. She walked away angry and went to a different register to check out. I guess she told the other cashier I made her feel ashamed and told my manager that I'm fat phobic and I should have known not to go to a health food store. I might be the asshole because my manager said that I could have just lied and told her a random chocolate since overweight people are quote sensitive. But I just naturally answer people's questions honestly, and I thought saying I don't like sweets was an innocuous enough statement. I feel like I still answered her question adequately. Am I the asshole?
And that's why you're so skinny and full of bullshit. Not the asshole.
No,
that was funny.
No, that is that bitch got hang-ups.
She really does. She was projecting hardcore onto you, girl. Like, don't feel bad. Do not feel bad.
Yeah, this is a real life example of bitch. That's a whole new sentence.
It really is. Excuse me.
Yeah. What the fuck? I didn't say that. That's a whole new sentence. What the hell are you talking about?
Damn, girl.
Yeah, so, not the asshole.
That's why you so skinny and full of bullshit. What a response. She just went from 0 to 100 in no time.
Yep. Fatherless behavior.
Girl!
Anyway,
I can hear the Z snap. I can hear it.
That's why you so skinny and full of bullshit.
Uh-huh. Am I the asshole for telling a dude in a wheelchair to fuck off?
Only if you provided the ramp for him to do so. Or didn't, I guess.
Please fuck off. Down this ramp right here. Please. It is the easiest method for you to fuck off.
I did not mean to imply that you should fuck off with the stairs, so, yeah.
The title without context sounds kind of bad, but at least read what happened. Sure. I, 21 male, was walking into a supermarket the other day, and there was a guy in a wheelchair coming in behind me, and I held the door for him. I was just trying to be polite, and I would have held the door for anyone. Anyway, he says something to the effect of, "Wow, dude, you're just holding the door open because I'm in a wheelchair. I could have done it myself." More projecting! More fucking projecting! Two in a row.
Oh, that's why you got functional legs, and you're full of bullshit.
Look at you over there with your 2 legs walking and shit. Damn. Over here thinking you better than me.
You strutting.
I thought this was a pretty rude response to someone trying to be polite, but whatever. Then once he's in the store, he follows me and goes on and on about how just because he's in a wheelchair doesn't mean I need to infantilize him or something like that. I just ignored him at first, but then he wouldn't stop talking about it, so I kinda snapped and said, "I was just trying to be nice, man. Fuck off." He looked all taken aback and just gave me a scowl and left. I told my mom the story later, and she says I overreacted. Am I the asshole? He was harassing you.
Yeah.
He was harassing. You're not the asshole, OP. Goddamn. Top comment, not the asshole. It's not like you were treating him differently. You would have held the door open for anyone. The guy overstepped big time. He was harassing you.
I wouldn't say he overstepped, more like overwheeled.
Yep. Yeah,
not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Again, like, this man is projecting all his problems onto you. He is so out of pocket here. This man went out of his way to chase you around and complain to you about being nice.
Yeah. How dare you be nice?
How dare you open the door for me? I don't need you to open the door for me. I can do it myself. You know, I don't need to be infantilized. You need to understand. No, you need to understand. You need to fuck off. Oh man, I find these stories very amusing. Just seeing how caught in their own heads some people can be. God. I find it very amusing.
Am I the asshole for not giving up my treadmill for 3 friends who wanted to use 3 of them right next to each other?
Okay, all right. Let's see.
To put things in perspective, my university gym has 8 treadmills.
Public gym. Okay, noted.
There are 2 together at one end of the gym, and the rest are all on their own line. However, at the end of the line of 6, the second and 5 treadmills are out of order. I was on a treadmill at the gym today when a woman approached me and said, "Hey, I need that treadmill." I was on the 3rd treadmill in the row. When the woman said this, I noticed 2 other women getting on the 4th and 5th treadmills, and every other treadmill was free. So I was like, it wasn't like I was hogging a machine or something. They said jogging a machine, which you were jogging.
You were jogging a machine. That's the whole point of a treadmill.
Yeah. So I said, "Huh? Why? There are open treadmills." "Yeah, but you are on the one next to my friends." And I replied, And she said, "I came here to work out with my friends. I'm not going to be on a treadmill that isn't next to my friends. I'm asking you please move to a different treadmill so I can be with my friends." I replied, "And I'm declining to move." Chad move.
Chad move.
"And I'm declining to move." The woman said, but you said there are other machines open, so like you can move and find another one. I don't see why you're making this an issue." So I said, "You're the one making this an issue. I'm in the middle of my workout and have no obligation to move. I was here first." And I said, "No, I'm not moving." And the woman said to her friends, "This isn't worth it. I'm leaving." The other women stopped their workout and got off the treadmill and started to follow their friend.
Well, I guess the workout wasn't that big of a deal to you then.
One of them looked back at me and said to the other, "Wow, what a jerk." I don't think I was being rude or unreadable, was I? I think they meant unreasonable, but...
Yeah, no, you had no obligation to move. She could have gotten one of the other treadmills.
I'm completely neutral here, because it's like, yeah, it would have... Like, there's no reason you couldn't move, but there's also no reason you had to, so...
It's whatever, honestly.
But, like, to an extent, how do I say this? Some people need other external motivation to exercise, and doing it in a group is a part of that.
Good point.
So I feel like, you know, if this was someone who kind of relied on that sort of social experience in order to get in their exercise, you know, I feel like that, you know, I kind of feel sympathy for them there.
That is true, yeah.
I don't think it's unreasonable to ask, you know, and I don't think, and here's my thing, I don't think it's unreasonable to ask, but I do think it's a little unreasonable not to comply if you have literally no reason not to. I don't think it's asshole behavior, like you don't have any obligation to move, but it's like, it would have been, I think it would have been the right thing to do just to avoid, you know, a confrontation, because clearly this person doesn't care which treadmill they're using.
Yeah.
So
that is true,
know,
yeah.
I don't think full-on asshole, but I think just I do think you're kind of not as nice as you could have been.
Yeah. I guess. That's a very interesting like perspective on it. It's just like, you are not as nice as you could have been.
I feel like this is kind of, I don't know, it's like the shopping cart test, you know, where it's like, you know,
yeah,
it's like, you didn't do, it's what you did wasn't wrong, but you didn't do the right thing. So.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's fairly neutral, honestly.
I'm gonna say no assholes here.
Yeah, no assholes here. It's kind of a whatever thing, honestly.
Reddit says she demanded and was entitled, but I'm like, I don't know. I didn't really get that from what they wrote.
Yeah, I
guess they could have been nicer about it.
I feel like the friend who was like, "Man, what a jerk." I feel like they were more entitled than the person who was asking to get on the treadmill.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say no assholes here.
Yeah. Except that one girl who was like, damn, bitch. Like, you suck.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like, that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Alright. Am I the asshole for getting angry at my husband for following me?
That seems heavily dependent on the context.
My sister-in-law disappeared 2 months ago and has ignored all contact attempts by her family since. At first, they thought she would come back on her own, but when they realized she wasn't, they decided to cut her off financially to force her to come home. That's when she contacted me and asked if I would meet her. I tried to get her to agree to let me bring my husband with me, but she refused and since I wanted to make sure she was okay, I thought it was more important for me to see her than tell him beforehand. God, my ears itchy. Give me a second.
Sure.
Hate that. Okay. 5 minutes into our meeting, he walks into the restaurant we agreed to meet at. My sister-in-law thought I had told him and set her up, but I hadn't, and I had no idea he was coming. I asked him if he had followed me, but he ignored my question and told me to go home. He got angry and snapped at me to do what he said, after I said no and asked him again if he had followed me. I did end up going home, but only because my sister-in-law told me it was okay, and she wanted to talk to him alone. When he got home, we had a big fight over it. I was angry he had followed me, and he was angry I hadn't told him his sister had been in touch. Am I the asshole?
I need more context.
I do too, cause
I feel. Look, let me paint a picture. I feel like I walked in front of a TV playing a sitcom, and I watched a scene in a sitcom, and I have no context for anything that just happened, so I could draw any number of conclusions from this.
Yeah.
I don't know. You are not giving enough details. I need to know what the fuck all this is about.
You could not be the asshole here. I don't know.
Like, everyone's giving their not the asshole fucking spiel, but they're all projecting whatever context they want onto this.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, this post does not have enough info for me to make any kind of conclusion about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep. So, for the first time in Bakagaijin history, this Aita is disqualified.
Not good enough.
Come back with context, you fucking person.
Be better. Do better.
Yeah, be better. Anyway, yeah, disqualified.
Fucker.
Yeah. Thanks for wasting our time, you piece of shit.
Damn, motherfucker.
Wow, what a jerk.
Bitch.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Wow, I feel very unsatisfied by that.
It happens. It happens.
Man, that makes me even angrier.
Am I the asshole for not allowing my girlfriend's sister to move in and changing the locks?
Oh boy, here we go.
So, a really messy situation. I, 27M, have been dating my girlfriend Ashton, 26F, for 2 years. We live in the house that I own. Ashton's finishing up her master's program, so I don't charge her rent. Why would you charge your girlfriend rent? I pay... maybe that's just my own values.
Maybe.
I pay for all the housing expenses. Why? Okay. In return, she... like, you're together! What the fuck? And in return, she chips in on groceries, utilities, and some of the household chores. I'm sure he won't paint that off as nothing in a bit. But I pay the lion's share for all household expenses. Okay, immediate validation, alright.
Okay.
I'm cool with the situation until she graduates, and we have always communicated well until now. Ashton has a hot mess of a sister named Anna, 28F.
I love that. A hot mess.
Put him away. Anna has burned most of her bridges with her family. She has 2 kids by 2 different dads, been married and divorced twice, hops from one sketchy boyfriend to another, always in and out of work, always complaining about her situation instead of actually doing anything to solve it. I gave up on her last year when she dated this loser who obviously didn't like kids, and she kept dating him against me and her sister's advice. Well, she moved into his place, and this Saturday we got a call that they were breaking up and she had nowhere to go this time. She hadn't been working and didn't have any rent money. Ashton asked me if we could take them in. I said, absolutely not. Her sister was a leech. Also, I didn't want kids in my house. I work from home half the time and don't want 3 extra people in my space. I also don't want to get involved with her sister at all. I've supported her plenty over the past few years, rides, babysitting, etc. I'm done. My girlfriend didn't take this well and said that she would help her sister if she could. I said, fine, let me know where you take her and I'll bring by some food, but it won't be in my house. My girlfriend tried saying it was her house too. I said when she started paying the mortgage for it, she can decide who lives here.
God.
So her sister tried calling me individually. I told her the same reasons and told her I'd bring food by when she finds a place. I also gave her the number of multiple organizations that could help her. She got offended. While I was at work yesterday, I work in sales. What's called the sales jobs today? I noticed on my ring camera, those things. Yeah. Anna and her kids unlocking my front door with a bag on her shoulder. I called my girlfriend and asked her immediately what was going on. She said Anna needed a place to go for a few hours while her ex moved out of the apartment. I asked how she got in the house as I locked it. Ashton said she made Anna a key months ago in case she ever needed to get in. I was furious and told her to tell Anna to get out or I'd be calling the police. Ashton called, Anna left. Not before calling me an asshole, so I decided today to change the locks and get a new garage access code. Okay, Mr. Fancy Pants. With his garage access. He has a keypad to get into his garage. Ashton will have to request access through the garage, and I will give access. Ashton is upset, but I told her this is going to be the way it is until her sister finds a place, because I can't trust that I won't come home and find 2 kids and a woman living in my house. Am I the asshole? Hey, remember that part where you said we have always communicated well until now?
Yeah.
I don't quite believe you. Is the problem?
This does not sound like you're communicating well at fucking all.
So, top comment, not the asshole. In my opinion, you need to seriously rethink your relationship with Ashton. The fact she went behind your back is a major red flag.
Yeah, that is very...
Someone says, I don't think I could forgive copying my key without my knowledge or permission.
That is a good point. This is... To be fair, they are the one who's like paying the mortgage and, providing for the utilities and shit. So, this is their domain and, like, their house.
I think my thing is that, like, if you've been together 2 years in this house, I feel like you should be a bit more integrated than you are.
Probably. Like,
in either case, I feel like there's just not enough communication here. Like, I think he has reasonable objections. I think she has reasonable objections. I don't think they're communicating well.
Yeah, although I will say the copying of the key without telling somebody was a pretty bad move. Like, really bad move. That was really, really bad.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing that's really tipping it into... Oh, God. Can I just say everyone sucks here and move on?
I'm leaning that way too.
Fuck. Because I can't agree. I cannot agree with OP here with how they're, like, talking and acting about the whole thing.
Yeah, well, the other thing is that, like, it doesn't seem like Anna has really done anything to him.
Yeah.
It just seems like she has a complicated life is the problem.
Yeah,
and like that's
OP just doesn't want to deal with that. Ooh.
But she doesn't seem like actively like manipulative or like she's really taking advantage of him or anything.
That's one of the things. Like, OP says that they're a leech, but it doesn't sound like it.
It doesn't. He doesn't demonstrate how beyond the fact that her life is messy and has problems.
Which that can be any number of outside circumstances causing that kind of a problem. Yeah,
it really just seems like he just doesn't want to deal with someone else's issues. But, like, I don't know, it's your girlfriend's sister, man. You got to make concessions somewhere, at least to a point, until they prove undeserving of them, which I don't feel like they have proven undeserving of them. So I feel like your reservations, while technically, permissible, I suppose, are kind of a little bit unreasonable. But at the same time, your girlfriend's behavior, not great. So yeah, I think everyone sucks here.
Yeah, I'll agree there. Everyone sucks here.
Yeah.
Man, it's rare that we get everyone sucks here in a single episode. That's rare.
Man, everyone just fucking sucks today.
Everyone sucks today.
Hey, you want to read another one about someone's girlfriend's sister?
Oh, God. Let's go.
It's the girlfriend's sisters episode.
It's the Girlfriend Sisters episode, except it's 100% less sexy. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for my comments to my girlfriend's sister regarding her accomplishments? Oh.
Or lack thereof.
Ooh, you might be overstepping, OP. Oof. So I'm 26 male, usually am a very quiet and respectful person. But I don't fuck with my girlfriend Kelly's, 26 female, sister Alexa, 27 female, at all. I think she's...
good. That would be a breach of your relationship.
I think she's a crap person, entitled, and just not my cup of tea. Mm-hmm. Alexa was dating my friend Drew when we met, and when me and Kelly met. Drew was the one who actually helped me get with Kelly in the first place, so I owe that guy a lot.
He doesn't specify Drew's age, so this could be an 11-year-old boy for all we know.
So I owe that guy a lot. Drew and Alexa were living together, and he was supporting her career. She was in law school, and he worked full-time. I didn't find this out until after, but he took out the loans for her to go, along with using her salary to pay their housing and pay for her classes.
Oh, don't take out loans for people you're dating.
Yeah, he was really proud of her budding career. Well, about a year ago, Alexa graduated from law school, and within a week broke up with Drew. Drew was heartbroken, and I was the one who found out most of the dirt about the finances. I almost misread that.
Yeah, not the fiancés. There was no fiancé.
Yeah, no, it did not get that far. And I was the one who found out most of the dirt about the finances. Alexa used him for 3 years for free school and dumps him a week after she graduates.
That may or may not be a disingenuous interpretation of what
making some assumptions, yeah.
Yeah.
This caused shockwaves in the family. Her parents were furious. Kelly wasn't a fan of her sister for months, but eventually everyone forgave her and acted like Drew never existed. It pissed me off bad, and I haven't said a word to her sister since. I won't address her when I'm forced to be around her. Alexa passed the bar and landed a job, so her parents threw her a celebration. I was asked to attend by Kelly. I refused. Kept refusing, but eventually she broke down and said she needed me there. So we went. And I talked to the members of her family I like, mostly my girlfriend's dad. So Alexa got up to give a speech to thank people. So as she was in the middle of thanking different people for the help they gave her, I said, "Don't forget to include Drew," loud enough the whole room heard it. It got real quiet. Then her dad cracked up.
Drew? More like literally who?
It got real quiet. Then her dad cracked up and her mom tried to advance the speech. My girlfriend dragged me outside and tried yelling at me, followed by her mom. The conversation wasn't going well, so I called an Uber and left. My girlfriend is demanding I apologize. I told her I'd apologize when Alexa starts paying Drew back for the debt he is in now. And until then, I wouldn't say a kind word to her sister, and I plan on telling every single guy Alexa dates the story of what she did to Drew, because as a guy, I'd like to know that info. Am I the asshole? Drew was done kind of dirty here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really it. And you're looking out for a blow. So I get that.
Yeah, no, I just don't know if I buy his explanation that she went into that relationship just to get free schooling.
Yeah, because it's entirely possible that, like...
I'm not saying it's good for her to completely drop his ass after he'd put her through school. But what I am saying is that I feel like he's reading more malice into the intentions than there ever was. Maybe that doesn't change the for different people. Maybe that doesn't change the result. But I don't know if he's quite. I think he has valid concerns, but I'm not sure if he's quite in the right headspace with all of it. But yeah, I mean, overall, I would agree that he's just standing up for someone.
Yeah, I'd say not the asshole here.
I mean, all he's trying to do is just avoid this person.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone else is kind of the asshole for dragging him into a situation where he has to, celebrate someone that he doesn't feel should be celebrated. And I think for valid reasons. So, yeah. And like people are saying, tell Drew to take his ex to court, might be able to get some of his money back. Drew made the decision to take out those loans. That's on him. Again, don't take out loans for people you're just dating.
Yeah, if you're not if you are not married, don't do that shit.
I feel like part of it is just I feel like this guy is kind of in denial about the fact that as much as his frustrations are valid, Drew made a stupid fucking mistake.
He really did, yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, like, yes, like he was he got a short stick, he got the raw end of the deal, but like it was a deal he agreed to. Like, I'm sorry, he did something really, really fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that makes it okay. I'm just saying that you gotta acknowledge that, like, I don't know if you've presented. If it was the case that she went into this relationship to get free schooling, he has not made that clear or proven that to us.
Yeah.
You know. So as far as I can see, Drew just made fucking stupid choices, and like,
yeah.
He's got to live with them. And what is she supposed to do? Give back the degree? Like, that's not how that works. You know.
Yeah.
So like, not the asshole, but like, I don't know, shit's complicated.
Shit's complicated, yeah. Drew could have been smarter about it, you know. Alexa could have handled that a lot better than she did. The family could have not pressured you into going.
Yeah.
Also, they were all being massive dicks about Drew here, because damn.
Who?
Literally who?
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I accidentally opened a new window instead of a new tab. God damn it, fuck.
Oh no.
I hate when that happens.
That shit sucks, bro.
Happen. Fuck. I think I just accidentally closed the... Nope, I didn't. Okay.
Okay, we good.
Let me go back to the original window and open a tab instead of a window. Okay. Am I the asshole for firing the babysitter for being a bad influence?
How bad of an influence we talking about here?
She a bad bitch. My wife and I hired a babysitter, Adeline, 18. Ooh, it rhymes. For our kids, 8 months old, 2 years female, 4 years female, 5 years male, 7 years female. What gender's the 8-year-old? This is important.
This has to know.
A few months ago. This person's got 5 kids. In a short span, too. Adeline is great with the kids, and she's the only babysitter that can handle so many young kids. A couple problems are that she's consistently late, usually no more than 5 minutes, but she has been 10 or even 15 minutes late, however, but it's still irritating. Another thing, after she gets everyone in bed, she spends the rest of the night on her phone or laptop. She never cleans up the playroom because she claims it's always messy and she doesn't know where anything goes and will only clean up what she did with the kids. For example, Adeline did an art project with the older 3 kids and cleaned the counters and the floor after the art project, but didn't pick up the toys that were in the living room or do the dishes. Another problem is that her outfits can be a little inappropriate for kids so young. We're talking crop tops, we're talking shorts, skirts, dresses a little too short, low-cut shirts, etc. I've asked my wife to talk to her about it.
What are you, Christian?
I felt like it would be more comfortable coming from another woman, but she refused, even though she admitted she would like Adeline to wear slightly less revealing clothes.
Mind you, I say that as the Christian in the room.
I also want to point out that the oldest kid here is 7, so, you know...
Yeah.
Maybe not a concern. My parents are in town and they wanted to take the kids on a walk. While on the walk, just imagining the grandparents with a bunch of collars.
Okay, let's leash up all the kids and just... I'm imagining like those dog owners that have like one leash that splits into like 6 to 6 different dogs.
Yeah, those professional dog walkers,
Yeah. Except with fucking children.
While on the walk, they saw Adeline on a run wearing a sports bra and shorts that barely covered anything. Ah, goddamn. Why are you complaining about this? All of my kids had seen it, and we heard about how they had seen Adeline without a shirt for days. My 5-year-old had also been talking about how pretty she is and that he's going to marry her when he's older. Aww.
Aww.
Which is, of course, completely inappropriate.
Oh, God.
I decided to fire her because of the reasons I listed above. When I told my wife, she started screaming at me because she thinks Adeline is a great babysitter and is reasonably priced. I told her Adeline is a bad influence and I don't want her around my kids, but she's refusing to speak to me until I call Adeline back and offer her job back. She even wants to offer me. She even wants me to offer her a raise if she says no. Am I the asshole for firing the babysitter for being a bad influence? Dude, let your kids have their first crush. Fuck off.
Bro, this is so... oh my god. Dude. Bro. Come on.
First, like...
Dude, that's adorable. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. You might be the only fucking person in the world to complain about having a hot 18-year-old babysitter.
I know! What the fuck, man? Come on. She's not even dressing that badly. Come on.
Where the fuck are your balls, man?
Where are your balls?
What a fucking NPC of a man.
Jesus Christ. Come on, dude.
Okay, let's go point by point. First of all, you know, if you're not stipulating that she has to do any of the shit she's not doing, then yeah, she's not going to do it. If you want her to do it, you're probably going to have to pay her more and also tell her to do it. You know?
Yeah,
like you hired a babysitter, not a maid. You know, I feel like that's a different job description.
Yeah, I feel like she's being reasonable here, and like there's really nothing I see wrong with what she's doing or how she's handling this. You're just being like really weirdly, freakily overprotective.
Top comment. You are the asshole. Kids don't sexualize clothing. You did.
Yep.
I've been in childcare for 8 years. Your 5-year-old probably wants to marry a babysitter because he or she loves her. Kids always want to say they want to marry their parents or family. They don't understand the concept yet. As a nanny, I wear whatever I feel comfortable in, and I've never had an issue as the children don't even notice what I wear. As for her being late, have you discussed it?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, come on, talk, communicate. Why are you people so goddamn bad at communicating?
Also, this person's getting on our case because they say, I know this may seem like a reach, but sexualizing an 18-year-old and running athletic wear really does contribute to rape culture. So I guess we're contributing to rape culture.
I guess Kevin. So. I guess we're doing that too.
God damn it, Baka Gaijin the Rape Culture Podcast. It's an adult. What do you want from me?
Christ almighty.
Yeah. But yeah, you're being the asshole. But there was an update.
There was?
Update. My wife was able to get through to Adeline. She will be coming back for $45 an hour, and we will be getting her a car.
Oh, shit. Okay.
A brand new car!
Awesome!
I'm assuming because that might have been the reason for her being late all the time, is transportation issues.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Like, yeah. Sounds like everything went out great.
Yep.
She got a raise. She got a car. Nothing else changed. Perfect.
Yep, happy ending. I'm rooting for that 5-year-old, but I gotta say, by the time that happens, she might not be quite as hot. So be prepared for that, man.
True. True.
5-year-old boy.
Best of luck.
Look, you can think about whatever you want. I'm just saying you might wanna search a little locally. You know what I'm saying? You might want to look a little closer to home, buddy.
A little bit more in your age bracket, kiddo.
Yeah, you know. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think that's gonna work out.
Gonna go on a limb here.
But it'll be a very pleasant page in your memory books. So there's that.
Of course.
Yeah. So you were the asshole, but it seems like you worked it out. So good for you.
Yeah.
Good for her. Good for her.
Good for her.
Making that dough, getting a brand new car.
Glad to hear you un-assholed very fast.
Yeah, so there you go. Resolved.
Exactly how it should be.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's see here. Okay. You read this one.
I have my TV running in the back muted as just a thing to have in the background, and It's playing Street Fighter 2, the movie, like the anime movie.
Of course.
No, that's the other one.
Oh,
but
not of course.
God, I forgot how good the Chun-Li versus Vega fight is. It's actually really good. And not just because Chun-Li is only in her underwear and an overshirt. Like that's just a bonus.
Oh,
no, it's like actually a really goddamn cool fight.
Yeah, of course.
Am I the asshole for embarrassing my father-in-law after I repeatedly asked him to explain his joke to me? I, 27 female, used to be an escort hooker from 18 until I was 23. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not proud of it, but I also don't give a fuck because I did what I had to do to keep studying and a roof over my head. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's how I met my now fiance, 37 male, though he was never my client. We began to date when I was 25, and 3 or 4 months after that, his brother-in-law exposed me, no idea how he found out, because there's no way my fiancé knew, and thus we had to come clean in front of his whole family. Yes, I did that. Yes, he knows. Yes, he doesn't care. It was 2 years ago at that time. We got over it. After that, there was a span of about 3 or 4 months in where my mother-in-law and some of my fiancé's aunts and cousin policed their husband when I was around. It was really weird, to be honest, because these dudes were like 40 to 60 years old, and I wasn't that desperate, so my fiancé shut their bullshit hard, and even when his family still gives me the side eye from time to time, we thought it was behind us. He proposed last year, and 5 months ago we found out that I was pregnant. We were really happy about it, and we told his family as soon as we could. His sisters and young brother were happy for us, but his mom took me aside and begged me to be honest with her, and asked if this was really my fiancé's child. I was taken aback, but I just rolled my eyes and said yes. She gave me some shitty speech about how she only wanted to make sure, and that she was happy to be a grandmother. Ugh.
Yeah, who's happy to be a grandmother? Fuck off.
Well, last weekend, we were at his... That's a different thing. Well, last weekend, we were at his parents' with his family, and some of his friends, and we were talking about the name, how he might look, small talk, we will love him regardless, but there's always some, oh, I hope he gets your nose, I like your eyes, I hope he gets them comments. And my father-in-law said he and his children have a birthmark in the inner thigh. It says inner tight, but I think it's inner thigh. And that even his grandchildren, one of my sister-in-law's kids, got them, so our baby might too. And then he says, but how can we know from who he got it from? It may as well be from me, my boy, or my brothers. And he and his brothers began to laugh. My fiance got mad, and before he could say anything, I said, I don't get it. And my father-in-law was like, yeah, because it runs in the family. And I said, I don't get it. Why would he get it from you? And he began to get nervous and said, because, you know, it's just a joke, OP. And I said, but I don't get it. And you all laughed. Explain.
Also, don't call me OP in real life. That's weird.
It got to the point that some of his friends said, hey, it's not funny. So he excused himself and left. Later, my fiance's brother-in-law came to me and says I was wrong for embarrassing him like that in his own house, and that I knew what the joke was about, and because of my past, I shouldn't be surprised. Now they're all demanding that I apologize to my father-in-law. Every one of your fiance's extended family is a fucking asshole. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ, you're not the asshole, OP. Top comment. You know you're not the asshole. They're sexually harassing you, aggressively, in a family setting. Honestly, I would have added, it sounds like you're implying that we've had sex, and I don't understand why that's a joke you'd make to your daughter-in-law. Father-in-law, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, that would have made it worse, but it would have been better. I like this commenter's thinking. It's like, oh, if you're gonna go that far, go all the way. Father-in-law clearly knows he's wrong. I say push back as hard as you can. I agree. I fucking agree completely. Woof. OP already said that loud and clear with a very clever method. Now, I like the commenter more. It's like, sounds like you're implying we fucked. It's like, which is kind of gross considering that we're about to be related.
Yeah. Somebody says they're looking for a gotcha moment, don't give it to them. I suppose so, but I mean, at this point, I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck what these people think at all. So whatever.
What? It's clear you don't give a fuck what they think already. Why stop here?
Yeah, let me have my fun.
Yeah, just go for it. Just fuck with them now.
Not
Like, don't actually fuck with them, but you know.
No, that would make the joke true. So yeah, that would literally be the worst thing you could do.
Exactly. Give them the bants. Give them the bants.
The morning after, he just wakes up like, "Ha! Gotcha!" You ever just sleep with your stepdaughter to own your stepdaughter?
Ha! Knew it!
Gotcha moment! You just got pranked, bro!
Ooh! Jesus.
Now I'm trying to figure out which would be funnier. I know which is more morally correct, but I want to know which is funnier. Anyway, not the asshole.
Honestly, I like some good old fashioned. I like some good old fashioned retribution, so I like the commenter's idea personally.
Yeah.
Like,
am I the asshole?
Like, in the right context, that would just get an ooh from everybody, and I think that's the best response.
Am I the asshole for insisting my daughter call adults by their real names?
Why do you care?
I, 29 female, have a 4-year-old daughter with my husband. He is a die-hard fan of a certain baseball team. A few days ago, we were in the car, and he had the radio on one of their spring training games. He and my daughter were listening to it. I noticed, but she called at least a few players not by their full name. I didn't say anything in the moment, but afterwards I talked to him and asked him to tell her to call them by their real names, as I believe it is disrespectful for children to call adults by nicknames. He got upset by this and said that what she called them was what they were commonly referred to as, and I was being absurd. I told him I think it's rude, and that it wouldn't be hard for her to call them by their actual names, and that he was setting a bad example, and that she just called them whatever he did. He said that she couldn't because the majority of the players she calls by shortened names have S's or R's in the name. She can't say them yet. I told him it's still rude and she wouldn't call any other adult by a nickname, so this shouldn't be different. He left the room, but I looked at the actual players' names, and the next time a game was on in the background, corrected my daughter. She couldn't say it and got frustrated, so I turned it off. My husband was pissed and said I'm choosing a ridiculous hill to die on. Am I the asshole? I don't think it's wrong to want to teach my daughter to respect other people, but he is being very insistent.
Bitch, she 4!
My favorite... This might be my favorite top comment of all time.
Oh?
Info. Are you fucking kidding? Is this a joke?
So blunt. So blunt.
You're the asshole. So does she call you Mom, the name you prefer to go by, or your full given name? And hello, Sarah Beth Williams. May I have chicken... Hello, Sarah Beth Williams. May I have dinosaur chicken nuggets for lunch?
Like, if this is how you go about this, where does it end? Like, are you gonna have them calling you by your full name every time they want to ask you for food or water? Are you going to ask them to tell their grandma and grandpa their real full names every single time they meet them?
Philistine, your children probably do not even wear tuxedos and formal gowns after 6. What am I, a farmer?
Hello, Phyllis. Hello, Marianne. Good morrow.
Hello, Sarah Beth Williams. May I have dinosaur chicken nuggets for lunch? I'm sure she isn't allowed to call them Mom and Dad either. Sir and Ma'am vibes. I'm leaving the house at 18 vibes.
It is. Oh, God.
Mum sounds too much like a nickname. Should be Mother at minimum.
Dearest matriarchal figure of my life.
There's a comment. Honestly, this is a ridiculous hill to die on. Well, this is a very dated reference. Florence Griffith Joyer was commonly known as FloJo. Fans never used her full name. This is not disrespect, it's part of fandom.
Yep.
You're the asshole, and I'm very curious if you're just jealous that your husband and daughter have a common interest and you're trying to sabotage it.
Yeah. Yeah, this...
That's a good... That's a compelling theory.
It's a very compelling theory. It might just be like, oh, daughter's not, giving enough, time to me.
So you better be careful, or her daughters are going to ask Christopher Kringle for a new mommy. But you can't call her that because that's a nickname.
Dearest Christopher Kringle, I write to you today, asking you if you could please give me a new parental figure.
Someone says, YTA, you sound exhausting. I don't know who taught
Girl,
you that
you are a mess.
I don't know who taught you that strangers on the radio are more deserving of your concern and respect than your husband and child.
Yeah.
But you should probably go find that person and tell them they suck.
Yeah. Sweet Jesus.
You allow her to call you mom, or do you insist she calls you Mrs. Suitable Tie 5952? When you watch Beauty and the Beast with your daughter, will you scold her for talking about the Beast? You naughty, naughty child. Don't you know you should be referring to him more respectfully as Prince Adam? It's bread and water for you tonight.
Man, Reddit had a field day with this.
My cheeks are...
Should we move on to the lightning round?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna top this. I'm not topping this. Wait, you're the asshole, forgot.
Yo, yeah, you are the fucking asshole, dude.
You're a fucking bitch.
You are tiring. You are a whole mess.
Oh, that hurts my face. It's time for the lightning round. This is where we go to our unpopular opinions and read these unpopular opinions. Are these opinions unpopular, or do we agree or disagree? Let's find out.
Right now.
That wasn't an unpopular opinion. That was just a burp.
I know.
Okay. Well, they might not have known that, so...
Well, I understand.
Okay. Well, they might not understand, so...
Okay.
Unpopular opinion, manspreading is one of the dumbest terms I've ever heard.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, it's such a non-issue, and people are really fucking stupid about the whole damn thing. It's like, we have balls, okay? They chafe. They get sweaty. They get uncomfortable. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, let us bring the boys out for a little bit of air, please.
Unpopular opinion, being funny is more attractive than being intelligent. Both?
Both is good.
Both is good.
Both is good.
Both is good. Unpopular opinion. There is nothing wrong with masturbating in the bathroom at work if your horniness is distracting you from doing your job properly. I hope your supervisor doesn't see this post.
You're doing what in the company bathroom?
Sure, I guess if you clean up.
If you can get away with it.
I suppose. I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
sure.
Sure. Fuck it.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Okay. I had to read the actual post for this one to see what the fuck they were talking about. Unpopular opinion, we should move everyone's birthday back 6 months.
Huh?
I was born on October 25th, so my birthday should be celebrated on April 25th. Obviously, I can't change the day I was actually born on, but April 25th is when my age should change. So I was born on October 25th, 2006, before my 16th birthday. Should be on April 25th, 2022, not October 25th, 2022. Allow me to explain why. If I'm 22 years old and 364 days old, why am I considered 22 years old? I'm 364 days from my 22nd lap around the sun, while I'm only 1 day from my 23rd lap. It makes 10 times more sense to just consider myself 23. I say 6 months earlier because on April 25th, I'm officially closer to my 16th lap around the sun than my 15th lap, and I'll turn 17 on April 25th, 2023, because at that point I'm closer to being 17 than 16 and so on. So 6 months before your birthday is when your age should change. We still do the celebrations on the actual day of birth, though, if that makes any sense.
Shut the fuck up, OP. Oh my god. You are exhausting, OP. Holy shit.
I love this comment. We should also move New Year's to the end of June, since July 1st of 2022 will be closer to January 1st of 2023 than it is to January 1st of 2022.
Yeah.
I mean, if I run 51% of the race, I'm basically done, so I'll just stop running there. I guess that means I win. I love this exchange. Hot fucking garbage opinion. Upvoted. Thank you.
Hot fucking garbage opinion. Yeah.
This does remind me of how in South Korea everyone has the same birthday.
Really? That's weird.
Well, I mean, not really, but they do all advance their ages on New Year's.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically, your birthday can be whenever the fuck it is, but you don't actually officially become your next age until New Year's, and everyone just ages at the same time.
OP is from South Korea.
Clearly not, because she's not following that system at all.
OP wants to be from South Korea.
OP should look into immigrating to South Korea.
They should. They should.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, being good at math is hot. Popular opinion, being good at almost anything is hot.
Yeah, like, if you're good at something, that means it's a skill that you possess that you can, capitalize upon. That's cool.
You express competence. And competence, if you're competent, the chemicals in our meat brains tell us that you will produce competent offspring. Therefore, advantageous to the survival of the species.
And that is pretty sexy.
Not the way I described it, but yeah. Unpopular opinion, people who post about their personal or family life on Reddit are weird. No. We love it when they do that. We get to read it on our podcast and talk about it.
That's 90% of our content.
It's like 45%.
Yeah. Well, it's 90% of our Reddit dive content.
Unpopular opinion, I despise people who bring their entire family to the grocery store.
Oh, hey, look at that.
I despise an economic system that doesn't give people any choice in the matter.
Yep.
So, suck on that.
I feel like your problems are a little bit more deeply rooted in that, OP.
It's systemic.
Systemic?
Unpopular opinion, smoking was better when we had to hide it. Smoking was never better.
Smoking was never.
I wish. Unpopular opinion, swearing should not be considered unprofessional and swearing alternatives are pointless.
Pretty fucking much.
Fuck yeah. Unpopular opinion, no job on the books, no matter how menial, should be able to pay less than a living wage in a full-time schedule. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that unpopular? I don't think that's unpopular.
It must be, because it's not happening.
It needs to happen. Why isn't it happening?
I mean, it's not unpopular, but you wouldn't know that with all the gerrymandering.
Reminds me of one of my favorite fucking images, where it's just like a really badly cut up pizza, and someone's just like, "Who the fuck gerrymandered my pizza?"
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, YouTube Shorts format videos are terrible and are ruining the platform.
Yes, agreed.
I don't know if they're ruining it, but they are bad.
They're fucking annoying as shit. Look. If I'm watching like a 60-second shorts video, and I miss something 15 seconds ago, I can't rewind it. I gotta wait another 59 seconds. I gotta wait another like 45 seconds to get back to the thing that I fucking missed, and that's annoying and wastes my time.
Wait, you watch shorts? What a fucking loser.
I just realized I have exposed myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Unpopular opinion, stoner is just a fancy word for addict. I mean, it might be if marijuana had, chemically addicting properties, which it does not.
It does not.
So there you go.
Though marijuana do feel good, though.
I mean, I guess you can still be addicted, but not like in the same way.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I don't know.
It's not really the same thing.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion: roadhead should be looked down upon by society as much as drunk driving.
Roadhead.
I think it's not because we just don't hear about it as much.
I don't think people do roadhead all that often, nearly as often.
Yeah, I think drunk driving's a slightly bigger problem.
Yeah, that's more common because it only takes one person to drunk drive. It takes two to roadhead.
Well, yeah.
Okay, unless you're a contortionist, but that's a different problem entirely because
then
your eyes aren't on the road.
Yeah. Unless you're putting the bottom half higher.
But then your legs aren't really, using the pedals, so you're not even
right.
moving.
Oh, fuck, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it takes two to roadhead.
Yeah. I'm glad we puzzled that out.
It's very important.
I like that we puzzled that out. Unpopular opinion, I don't mind talking in movie theaters as long as it's funny. To be fair, one of the funniest experiences I had in a movie theater was seeing Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and at the end of credits, this random black guy in the theater just goes, "Wait, that was it?" Like he somehow missed that it was a Part 1.
I'm reminded of when I went to see the first My Hero Academia movie, and when Minetta showed up, this like 16-year-old teenage girl was like, "Oh God, not this guy again!"
So yeah, I guess they're right. But you gotta be really funny.
Yeah.
And it's gotta be. You gotta get a good moment, and you can't just try to force it. No.
Yeah. It's got to be like an organic thing. Yeah.
An organic, funny comment people don't mind. If you're just in there trying to be the theater clown, MST3K and the whole shit, then like nobody appreciates that.
That also reminds me.
Unless you're just really, really good at it.
I also had one of those moments myself when I was watching Jurassic World, and like the theater wasn't terribly packed. There was maybe 3-4 groups of people there.
So you saw Jurassic World in theaters?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, the family wanted a night out, and we went to the theater, and we were all just kind of enjoying the movie, having fun.
Well, at least it has Chris Pratt in it.
We were quiet for most of it, and then there was a shot, and it was one of those moments where I was having a good time, but I also realized the movie's pretty silly anyway. But then I saw a long shot after this big chase scene where finally after about 5 different massive chase scenes, the female scientist finally takes off her long ass fucking high heels, and I am in disbelief, and I'm just there's no way she has been running this entire time in those high heels away from a dinosaur. No. And that actually got people laughing, and there was one person behind me who was just she's the hero we deserve.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was amusing.
Unpopular opinion, if you can understand it, the grammar is not that important.
The grammar helps.
Depends on the context.
Yeah.
If you're just speaking, sure. If you're writing a book, maybe not.
Yeah, if you're writing a book, then it's a little bit more important to have proper grammar and structure. But if you're just kind of relaying a story or talking casually, that's fine. It's whatever.
Unpopular opinion, natural yellow teeth are much more attractive than bleached white ones.
Meh.
Depends how yellow.
Yeah, how yellow are we talking?
Yeah. Let's see here. Unpopular opinion, the lottery is a scam.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but we know that.
We've been new.
Yeah, that's the point.
I feel like everybody knows this, it's just that no one really...
Yeah, we accept being scammed for the chance to scam everyone else.
Yeah,
That's what a lottery is. Congratulations. You figured it out.
Lotteries in general are just bullshit.
It reminds me of one of the interdimensional testing initiative from the perpetual testing initiative from Portal 2's DLC with the different dimension Cave Johnsons, and one of them is just like, so just to let you all know, because it's not a twist, this is a space station. We are in space. You don't have to keep trying to find secret exits and getting blown out the airlock. I'm just going to let you know right now, yes, we are in space. It is a space prison colony. Thank you. You know, and he just multiple times, he's just like, so we found another group of survivors rattling through the air ducts trying to uncover the grand conspiracy and ending up getting stuck because the air ducts are for air. They are not meant they are not meant for people. They are for air, keeping the facility ventilated. So just again, not a plot twist. We are in space. Thank you. It's really funny.
Just super specific.
Yep. There's no grand conspiracy. We are in space. Thank you.
We are in space.
Yep. Let's see here. Unpopular opinion. It's okay to feel like a loser sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like something a loser would say. Let's see here. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, I gotta. What?
What?
Unpopular opinion, good dreams are worse than bad dreams. At least with bad dreams, there's that element of gratitude. You can wake up and be thankful that it wasn't real. But waking up from a nice dream really sucks. It's like being hit with a tidal wave of emptiness. It's sobering in the worst way. And when it happens, it can ruin my day or even my week. Okay, I kind of get their logic here.
I kind of do, but at the same time, when I have a nightmare and I wake up from that, I have anxiety. So
I think, yeah, you know what? I'm with them. I think we should all strive for perfectly neutral, perfectly ordinary, not very exciting, but also not very bad dreams. Just normal, fucking standard ass neutral dreams.
I had a dream I went to the store.
It's like that dream I tweeted about the other day where I'm like, I dreamed that someone put sesame seeds on donuts. You know? It's like, huh, that's weird and memorable, but not really good or bad. It's just kind of a thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm with OP. I think just good, neutral, weird, but not really good or bad dreams are probably for the best.
Mayhaps.
Yes. Okay, what the fuck? We're getting the weird ones today. Unpopular opinion, bathing and doing dishes at the same time is not weird.
What?
Context.
What?
This is my... Context, my friend's opinion, not mine. We're in a debate. She's somehow convinced that while someone's taking a bath, if they start doing the dishes at the same time in the bathtub, it isn't weird.
What? Are you washing the dishes in the water that you're bathing?
Unpopular opinion. Sorry, no. This is a comment to that one. Next time you're doing the dishes in the sink, just dip your bare ass in there. If they get mad at you, you win.
Dip your bare ass. It's essentially the same thing.
If she gets mad, you win. Also, you're just getting a bunch of food shit in the tub. That's gonna clog your drains. Those drains aren't meant for that. There's no garbage disposal for your bathtub. It's weird and inefficient. It's paradoxically, it's actually very inefficient because you're just gonna clog your drains.
It is. Yeah. I still can't get over that response. It's like next time she's doing the dishes, just dip your bare ass. It's functionally the same thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't get over it. Oh, that's too good, Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
You still looking for one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just reading this. Unpopular opinion: using too much hand sanitizer and soap is unhealthy in the long term for society. These antibacterial produces destroy all bacteria, including good kinds. Perhaps we're being too overzealous with killing all bacteria everywhere all the time. It's making us weaker, especially for children who need to develop immune systems and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't give a shit about other people, Kevin.
No, it's like, sure. Yeah.
It is driving me nuts that public restrooms are trading in normal soap for antibacterial soap. It's redundant and unnecessary. Soap is fine to use as long as it's regular soap, because all it does is wash away the germs. It won't hurt you, but antibacterial soap and overloading hand sanitizer is overkill.
Yeah, I will agree there. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with, like, fucking... I tell my mom this all the time. Like, you don't need to fucking bathe every day.
Yeah.
It's actually worse for you. Having a healthy amount of bacteria around is good. It helps keep your immune system strong. The unpopular opinion: the mustard goop that dries onto the lid is delicious.
Okay, alright, no. I'm gonna have to disagree, but at least you're enjoying it, OP.
I don't like that texture.
Me neither. No, it's also just way too concentrated of a flavor of mustard. It's like a mustard bomb in your mouth, and I don't like it.
Way to out yourself as a mustard hater, Kevin.
I don't hate mustard. I just like my mustard in certain quantities.
Unpopular opinion: the Vikings weren't cool. They were a terrible society, ruthlessly authoritarian and violent. Okay, but counterpoint: for Valhalla!
Counterpoint: Vikings are cool.
Yeah, don't fuck... Okay, use your Solo Fish 89. Don't tell me you wouldn't rape and pillage if it suited you. Come on now. Who doesn't like to go raping and pillaging with the bros, you know? Rowing on the boat. Big-ass boat.
I hate to point it out, but I just laughed in a way that almost sounded like Megalovania.
I don't remember.
It was, yeah. Now, it didn't actually sound like Megalovania, but it was close.
Unpopular opinion: you're not special. Well, neither are you.
Yeah, get over it, OP.
Unpopular opinion: making the bed every day is a waste of time. Yes!
Yes.
Especially if you're like me and you can only approach your bed from one angle. It sucks. I hate making this bed.
Yep, I agree. Totally agree.
People who think you need to make your bed every day are people that can approach their bed from like 3 different angles.
Yeah.
And they don't find it all that annoying to do. And that's just your perspective is coloring reality.
Yeah, my bed is up against a corner, so yeah.
My bed just has shit all around it. I have this desk here. I have my stuff over there.
Yeah.
There's a wall. I don't even have that much space on. It's a big bed and a not big room, so I just don't have fucking. Fuck. It's not good. Yeah. Unpopular opinion: having sliced veggies in a hot sandwich is inferior to having diced veggies in a hot sandwich. Doesn't that make it easier for the veggies to fall out of the sandwich?
Yeah, like the bigger ones allow you to get like a better bite out of it, and like they're more stationary. So yeah. I'm gonna have to disagree.
I don't eat vegetables, so except like carrots and shit. I eat carrots. So.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion: Ben Simmons needs to fuck off quietly into the sunset.
Who?
I don't know who that is, but I agree.
Okay. Sure.
Unpopular opinion: live theater is one of the few jobs completely unable to be replaced by robots. Oh, buddy. That's what you think.
The capitalistic machine that runs our everyday lives would like to differ.
Oh, that is... You'd like to think that, wouldn't you? Robot theater is going to sweep the nation. Have you ever heard of the Hall of Presidents? Fucking idiot.
Yes, it's been around for quite some time.
Very
popular.
Unpopular opinion: cricket is overrated. Yeah, I don't like eating bugs either.
I think they meant the sport.
You don't know that. I'm not going to click on the post to find out.
Okay. In either regards, yes.
Unpopular opinion, everyone can sing. It's not top talent. Not everyone can sing well. And also, no, everyone cannot sing. Some people really can't sing.
Some people can't even speak. Ableist.
Unpopular opinion, Costco was better when it stopped its in-store free samples. Are you just an evil person?
OP is a capitalist.
Free samples?
I never, how dare.
A public library? More like a copyright theft warehouse.
Jeez. Can't believe this. Unacceptable.
Unpopular opinion, when an artist dies, they should not make more music. I think what they mean to say is that the record company shouldn't keep putting out posthumous albums.
That's one of those things that, like, okay, if they were still working on music before their death and there's enough material for them to make music from that, then, like, I think it depends on where the money's going, honestly. Because if it's going to the family of the person who passed away, that's fine. But if it's just going to the record company, to the label, if it's just going to, like, the higher-ups and they're pocketing everything, that's unethical.
Sure.
So I would say it depends on where the money is going.
Yeah, because sometimes there's enough shit left over to put something together, but the other times, man, Juice WRLD's gonna get his third posthumous album, and they're really stretching, man. Like it's just like these songs are like 90% other artists, and like it just has like a verse or two from Juice that he happened to like experiment with at one point in time. And
like they just happened to be lying around, yeah.
It's getting kind of sad, honestly.
Yeah, if it's like that, it's a sad state of affairs at that point.
Yeah, it's not even a Juice album at that point. It's like a collaboration between 50 other artists. Also, Juice is there.
It's a collaboration album featuring Juice WRLD.
Yeah. Yeah. Unpopular opinion: I like Funfetti birthday cake.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's kind of the quintessential birthday cake.
It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who disagrees hates fun.
Yeah, it's literally Funfetti.
Yeah, it's in the name. It has to be fun. They're calling it fun.
Unpopular opinion: Reese's and M&M's mixed are valid. I haven't tried that. I should try that. I mean, we already know chocolate and peanut butter works together.
But
so.
more chocolate.
And more peanut butter. Oh my god.
OP may have stumbled onto something very important here. I might try that.
Yeah, okay. I think we're done.
Okay, that's fair.
Gabe Johnson, we're done here.
Yeah, it's almost 6 p.m., to be fair.
Oh, damn, yeah.
We've been going for a while.
We didn't start until almost 2, I think.
Yeah, we did.
Anyway, thank you for listening to the Bakagaijinshow. If you like the show, you can subscribe to the channel to be notified when new episodes come out. You can also like and leave a comment if you so feel inclined. You can be a part of the show by emailing us at bakagaijinshow@gmail.com or joining our official Discord server in the link provided in the description below. You can follow us on Twitter at ZeekFreak and at CCharmanderK, and you can have a fucking wonderful day.
Really hope you do.
ZeekFreak out. Ciao, ciao for now.